Welcome, everyone. The performance will be starting soon. Please find your seat and silence your cell phone. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
All right. Hello and welcome to another wonderful episode of the Audio Roast Podcast. That's right. We're outdoors today. Or are we? You know the drill. We're not. Just getting in the fall season and everything. So welcome to the show. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've had a great week. I know my week has been as chaotic as they get. And until the end of the year, it's only going to get more and more crazy for me. So it's probably the same for you. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's show. You can find us streaming currently right now on both Facebook and YouTube. You can also check out our social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter as well. And you can also listen to audio-only episodes of the show on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, and Podbean. And send us an email if you're bored and you have nothing to do, unlike me. Send me an email to the audioroastpodcast@gmail.com. If you've got any show topic ideas or game ideas, anything you've got, if you know somebody that needs to be on the show that has not yet been on the show, we welcome all suggestions. So please do check out all of our social medias and that kind of stuff. So, okay. Also, Patreon. We've got a Patreon channel. Just go to patreon.com/the Audio Roast Podcast, and you'll find all kinds of fun bonus content that is not seen on this show. So if you want something a little bit more, if you'd like to contribute to what we're doing here on the show, please do consider becoming a member. It's a lot of fun. There's, like I said, just a lot of extra stuff over there that you don't get to see over on this show right here, right now. So if you're not into doing like a monthly membership kind of thing, another Hulu, Netflix kind of thing, that's okay. I totally understand. If you want to still help out and donate, you can do so on Cash App, the Audio Roast Podcast, or paypal.me/the Audio Roast Podcast. Now then, be sure to check out the playlist available at the end of today's episode. Today we've got a lot of good tunes that we're going to be including on the show. So it's going to make for a good playlist, right? Like, it's just a really nice companion piece to go along with what we're doing here. So if you need a good playlist for whether it's cleaning your house, getting everything all ready for your company coming for the holidays or whatever, if you just want a playlist for anything, it's a good playlist today. So be sure to check that out after the show ends. Also, don't forget to like our page on Facebook and share it so that people can see who and what we are. And we're currently on the road to getting 500 likes on Facebook. So your part helps in that. You guys have been absolutely fantastic this past week in helping me with that. We went from like 450 to I think we're at like 475, 480, somewhere in that ballpark. So you guys have really made some good progress in this in just 1 week. So thank you so very much. It really does help a lot. So I love having you guys here, and the more the merrier. So the more that we can get here on the show and involved on the show, it just makes for a really fun experience. What's next? Don't know. 7 songs in 7 days. All right, so this was a very fun, but I'll be honest, kind of a last-minute list for me. It seems like a lot of today's show was I had more and more things popping up this week. So nonetheless, it's a fun show. It's a normal show. It's great. It was just I barely got everything in under the wire. Barely. So jumping right in onto today's list. So for those of you who have not seen the show or joining us for the first time, I have everybody that watches along with the show submit 7 songs to me. It could be any song of any genre, any style, anything. And I just take the next 7 days and rank them according to me. It means nothing. It's just something fun. So today, coming in on the number 7 position, we've got Institutionalized by Body Count. That one was given to us by Brian Betancourt. And just, I'll be honest, if I have to kind of sum that song up, it just seemed like kind of an old guy just kind of complaining about everything. It didn't seem very song-like or lyrical to me at all. So it was just kind of weird. Just saying. Coming in at number 6, another Betancourt, this one from Lisa, Be the Hero from the musical Big Fish. Gotta admit, I'm not very familiar with the musical at all. I'm sure if I knew the story of the whole show, I would probably get into the song more. But since I don't, I wasn't able to. So it's at the number 6 spot. In the number 5 spot, we've got Closer to Fine by the Indigo Girls. This one was given to us by Kim Garmery. I never really got into the Indigo Girls, but at the same time, I don't really dislike them. I mean, they're no King's X, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is. Like, I need to get more into their catalog to kind of get a better feel for them before I really put my foot down on what I think of them. So there wasn't anything that really stood out good or bad with the song. It was just kind of there. In the number 4 position, though, we've got L5 by Fool's Face. I enjoyed this. I would like to see more of the band to kind of, again, get a better feel for what they're all about. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good song. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Number 3, we've got Waiting for My Life to Begin by Colin Hay. That one was given to us by Joshua Poole. Josh, look at how far up on the list you've moved, my friend. Wow, just amazing what choosing good music will do. I really enjoyed this song. In fact, I want to go back and listen to this one a few more times. This one did jump off the page to me. Something about just the melancholy vibes of it and stuff. I don't know, just kind of this time of year, that's kind of the mood I'm in usually. So it really stuck with me. I like that one a lot. In the number 2 position, we've got Goodbye Divinity by Sons of Apollo. That one was given to us by Deborah Klein. And another modern rock/metal band, something I don't normally go for, but I actually really enjoyed this song. The production of the video alone, I was able to watch the entire thing. Like, I enjoyed all of it. Yeah, really good stuff. I'm not very familiar with Sons of Apollo, but of course there's some famous faces in the band. So that was really cool. And the number 1 position, can't help it, I'm a fan. We've got Last Resort by Papa Roach. That one was given to us by Elke Caswell Bradford. So Elke, you are stellar at picking out number 1 songs. We've just got this thing going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, now's the time. Yeah. For you to go ahead and use the hashtag 7 and submit any song, any genre, any style, anything, any decade. It could be original, it could be a cover, it could be whatever you want it to be. Just give me some good music to enjoy and rank. And yeah, by the way, this week I actually ended up with 2 carryovers from this past week. So Cindy Lucas, you gave King of Misery by Saul. I still got that. That'll be included in next week. And Scott Garmery sent Lady of Perpetual Sorrow by Chrome Division. So those will both carry over. So I actually only need 5 this week. So please do go ahead and use the hashtag 7 with your song and artist, and I will add them to the list. And I think that's going to be it for our monologue, our little opening business. So yeah, we'll take a quick break and we'll introduce the guest and get the show kicked off. See you in a few.
Second break.
Well, looky there. I forgot to tell you that we were, last week we did Pop from 1990. We had Drew Biney and Johnny Shelton here with us. And next week we've got a really fun show. We've got, nope, that's today. We've got Cat White and Roger Kean with us today covering one-hit wonders. And I apparently forgot my extra graphic. That's okay, stuff happens. But next week we've got a really fun show. We've got a little bit of soft rock, yacht rock, easy listening, whatever you want to call it, of the 1980s. And we will have Dirk Allman from the Dirty Saints here with us, as well as Jake Simpson from Members Only. 2 great guests that I'm really looking forward to sitting down and talking some easy listening, soft rock, yacht rock, what you want to call it, rock. It's going to be a good time. So that's next week. Stick around.
Classic rock coffee. Our coffee rocks.
All right. Woo, man. I didn't give myself enough time for a costume change. All right, let me do this. If you go over to YouTube and search for the Audio Roast Podcast, please do hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you can get future notifications for all of our upcoming stuff. Now then, let us go to the comments. All right, so we've got, I've got some catching up to do. That's what I've got. How's it going, Al? Good to see you. David Adams, thanks for joining us, buddy. What's up, Brian Betancourt? Al says, Jared can't contain the sexy tonight. I'm telling you what, man. Woo! I'm just waiting for all the humidity and the rain to just like, so it'll be fun to watch once the show's over. Go back and rewind to right now, and my hair will look completely different. I'm just sure of it. So let's see here. Brian says, how long does it take to cramp your to cramp your hair? Asking for a friend. Well, I don't cramp my hair, but and I'm curious as to what friend you're talking about, because if you're like everybody else that says asking for a friend, but it's really you, yeah, it would take you less than 5 minutes. And a trip to the hospital probably, because yeah, it's cramp. There you go. Looking snazzy today, Jared. Well, thank you. It's almost like I dressed for the occasion and got my little show clothes on, if you will. It was talked about over on the Unsung Dreamers podcast this last week. So, and as you know, it's something that I've discussed on here on the Audio Roast podcast as well. So it means something to me. So I thought I would kind of step it up a little bit and do it. All right. Now that I'm not getting strangled by my headphones. Tiki Man, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad to have you back. Feel like it's been a minute since I've seen you here, so thanks for joining us. Scott says, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that yet. I'll do some homework and get that, but there's that. There's one from Kim, so there's 2. 3 is there with Chris. Good stuff. Lisa is happy she beat me with her song. There you go. Bringing marriages closer together. That's what I do best. Got nothing for this week. Well, Josh, you've got a couple hours here that you can send something. Fire your producer. I strongly agree. Oh boy, do I agree. Is Dirk actually going to talk? Well, we'll see. We'll have to drag it out of him, but yeah, we'll get him to open up for sure. There's our 4th one. Lisa says, "Where are you going?" from Godspell 2012, sung by Crazy Eyes. In Orange is the New Black. All right. Al says, "Dress for the job you want. 70s private detective." Yes, indeed. We be here. Hi. Hey, how's it going, Tammy? How are you guys? You and Chris? I hope you guys are doing well. All right. So I think we've got all of our 7 songs in 7 days. So with that being said, come on, man. Let's go ahead and meet today's guest. So coming up first. No, I hit the wrong button. There he is. We've got Mr. Roger Kean. Roger, how are you doing, man?
I'm outstanding today, Jared. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Here. Welcome to the show. No, seriously, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and it's one of those things I've wanted to have you on the show for a while, and the stars finally aligned. So I'm excited.
What a perfect subject for tonight, too. Huh?
Yeah. So this is kind of in your wheelhouse?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I live for this stuff.
Nice, man. Yeah. Very good. All right. And so our second guest, let's go ahead and welcome our wonderful Kat White. Hey.
Thank you, everyone.
How's it going, Kat?
Oh, great. Glad
Good.
to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Same kind of thing. I've wanted to have you on the show as well, and it's one of those things getting schedules shuffled around and stuff, and episode appropriate shows for everybody. So yeah, I'm really excited for today. I think it's going to be a fun show.
Yeah.
So, and this is, again, we talked before we went on air, and this is also kind of in your wheelhouse too. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Sweet. So, I tell you what. I don't know where I've got notes around here somewhere. Josh, maybe you can help me with my notes.
Mr. Producer.
Right. We need all the help we can get. I think what I've got, we'll see how it works, but I think I've got one small little break that we're going to do, and then we're going to come back, play our first game, and kick things off. By the way, Ron Blair says, "Hey, Kat White."
Hey, Ron.
Brian says, "We were watching today's show on Apple TV this week." Nice. Let me know how that goes for you, Brian. Let me know if you notice any differences or changes, good, bad, or indifferent. And yeah, we'll be back in just a second. The date's totally wrong, but be sure this Saturday, when is that? Not even October, November the 28th, I believe. The Dirty Saints are going to be at the Riff. It's an all-ages show. There is no costume contest, but that's the way it goes whenever your graphics department sucks. Be sure to check out the Unsung Dreamers, the musical journeys of the not-so-rich and famous. They've got a live chat that they do every Thursday at 7 o'clock. It's been recently rebranded, though, as the Unsung Screamers. And, they talk a lot about a little and a little about a lot. So it's kind of chaos over there. So if you enjoy, semi-organized chaos, the Unsung Dreamers have something for you. 2 good people doing a really good thing. So be sure to check them out. Again, that's Thursdays at 7 on the Unsung Dreamers Facebook page or YouTube page, I believe. The musical journeys of the not-so-rich and famous. Oh, yeah. All right. I said all right. So then, we're going to play our first game. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes. Yes,
Ready.
we're ready.
All right.
We're ready.
Good. Let me make sure I've got our comments up here. I think we're ready to roll now.
Jared, I was going to tell you earlier, you said you're kind of running out of time. I'd have been happy to come in and help you set up the song list of what's getting ready to happen tonight.
Oh, yeah. You're such a giving guy,
I-
man. I appreciate that greatly. It would have been a landslide victory. That's
Right.
the only downside. But
well,
yeah,
no, I wouldn't have cheated or anything.
no. You're a musician. We're all, everybody's good like that. All right. So the first game that we're gonna play, ladies and gentlemen, is a fun little game that I like to call. Humdinger. All right, so this is a little something called Humdinger. It's about as easy to play as it sounds. So the way this is going to work is you're going to get each other to guess a song and artist, but all you're going to be allowed to do to get them to get the answer is to hum or something. So I've recently put a twist on this. But let me jump over here to this comment real quick. Josh says, in keeping with tonight's theme, will this be the one and only time these guests are on your show? No, that's a definite no. I said it earlier on I think my page, but in a comment, like somebody was saying something about something similar anyway, and I was like, no, both of these guys are way more than just a single hit. So now then. Back to the game. So the way that this is going to work is actually, Roger, right in front of you, there's a jar with all kinds of colorful paper in front of it.
Yes, I see that jar.
Okay, bring that towards yourself. Now, without peeking in there, now both of you on your mic stands, there are little white pieces of paper that you might have thought were just to hold the mic stand up.
Right on.
So grab those, and those are going to be your songs to get the other person to guess. So it looks like for today, I've got Roger starting things off. Okay. So, Roger, without showing anybody what you've got, go ahead and open up your Humdinger number 1, the white card there.
Okay. Oh, man.
So, I'm assuming that all man means you're familiar with it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So now then, for the recent twist that we've put on this game, go ahead and pick up one of the colored papers.
Oh, man. There's going to be a challenge this. Okay.
Yes. So this is going to be how you hum it, whether it's actually humming or whistling or na-na-na-nas or.
Can I show you?
Sure. La-la. Okay. Okay, so you've got to la-la your way into getting Kat to guess this song. This is going to be very entertaining.
Well, if Kat listens closely, this method and the song go hand in hand.
It really does.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So you ready?
Ready whenever you are, sir.
La 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 la.
So can I answer anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it Layla?
Yes. Do you know who sings
Ding
it?
ding ding.
It is. Yes, I do know. Eric Clapton.
Yes, but when he was in a group.
Oh.
So and I want to stop right here too and preface all the answers today are obviously going to be from the 1970s and they're going to be one-hit wonders. Now, here's what I wanted to do also that I should have set this up at the beginning of the show. What I'm considering a one-hit wonder is something by a band. So I know Eric went on to have single success, but that they were only really mainstream known for one hit. So that's kind of the confines of what today's show is. So the answer wouldn't be Eric Clapton. It would be
no pressure at all with
Derek
the music going.
And the Domino.
yes. There you go.
Yay me.
Oh,
all right, and just like that, you're on the board. So I will. Let's see here. You got the artist.
maybe she's done a cruddier job humming it or la.
Right. That was a lot of la.
I know. Right?
Yeah. So, Kat, your turn. Go ahead with your first humdinger. See if you're familiar with this song.
Okay, that works.
Okay, and then pick out your method.
I'm not sure what that is. Pew? Is that like pew, 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 pew?
Pew, pew,
Yeah,
pew, pew,
yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh,
Pew, 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 pew. Anything you want it to be.
Okay.
Who made this stuff?
Pew 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 pew.
Yes.
Pew 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 pew
Pew, 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 I got this. I got this.
Okay.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. Terry Jacks.
Yes.
Good.
All right.
Man, both of you on the board with 2 points apiece. This is looking good. See what I mean? We've broken the ice. Things are good. Everybody's safe. Roger, it is your turn for your next humdinger.
Humdinger number 2. Let's just see what's hidden away inside of here.
Good job on the comments, by the way. Everybody's getting some good stuff.
Okay, I've got the song.
Okay. Jonathan says the album is timeless, is timepieces. There you go. I'll put Jonathan down for bonus points. We got Roz. All right.
Wow, okay, hang on a second. I've got to get my mind together.
Okay. This might take a minute.
Okay. Trying to think how one of the verse goes. Hold on.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, this is not going to be very good.
That's all right.
All right.
You started out, and once you get us
I
on
know,
track.
dead airspace, not good. Okay. All right. Let me get going here. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. Boy, if I could hear the tune again, that would help. But, can you put it in my headset?
Well,
No, maybe.
let's see.
Because
Is this it?
yeah, I want to do it. I mean, I can't. I got to give her a fair shot at this one.
Okay, I had to make sure that our notes match before I started singing a song.
Okay.
I've learned my lesson on that. Okay, so
All right.
I'll try to get it going, and you jump in
Okay.
anytime.
Okay.
And we're doing Roz, is that right?
Roz, yeah.
Ra 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 ra.
Rah, 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 rah. That's all I got, man. Maybe a little bit slower than that.
Ra 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 ra.
All right.
Summertime
Yes.
blues, or no, summertime
Rah, 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 rah.
I'll accept that.
Right.
It's called In the Summertime.
in the summertime.
Uh-huh. And then do you know who it's by?
In the summertime. Da, 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 da.
This is an obscure name. There's no doubt about it.
Yes.
And a funny looking dude on the cover. of
Yes.
This thing with mutton chops. And,
Yep.
Mhm.
The song is more well known than he is for some reason.
Yeah.
And that might be a recurring theme tonight, obviously, but yeah.
The only thing I can think of is Jerry,
You're keep
but that's all that's coming up is Jerry.
Man, I'm telling you, I'd have to give it to her.
yeah, that's pretty darn close.
That's-
I like how I'm not even paying attention to the this thing.
Uh-huh.
No. Well, you know, that's the way it goes. Yeah, there you go. In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry.
Mungo Jerry.
Mungo Jerry.
Mungo Jerry. Julia, welcome to the show. She says, "Woo, finally here. I might be a little distracted as I'm watching the WWE Survivors pay-per-view show. Let me know how it goes. I'm sure that it's WWE, and I used to be a loyalist, but I'm sure nothing exciting will happen. All the excitement's going to be right here. So, thanks for tuning in." Jason West says, "Roger and Kat.
Hey, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Lonely as the Night
Incorrect. Yeah, good job, guys. Mungo Jerry in the summertime. All right. So now then we've got Kat. I believe it's your turn for your next one.
Okay.
All right. And then for your method.
Oh. Z's.
Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Z's.
I can't hear you. Oh, okay.
It's hard to think of how the song goes without saying the words.
Yeah, it is.
Z.
How come I don't have her in my mic? I'm gonna headset.
Well, let's see here. Let me fix that for you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but
No, you're fine.
I can hear you good.
All right, let's try that.
Okay, I can sort of hear now.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing exactly everything right. This is a hard one with Z's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what I'll do. I'll give you a mulligan, and you can pick your own sound.
Okay.
So if you want to hum it, if you want to na it, if you want to whatever.
You asking me if what I want?
Cat.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Brandy, you're a fine girl.
Hey, nice, nicely done.
Thank you.
I would hit the graphic, but we've already passed it.
You're a fine girl.
Here you go. Josh with a fun fact for us. Mungo Jerry is a reference to T.S. Eliot's Old Possum's Book of Cats, which is the play Cats is based on. Well, the song in the summertime is way better than the recent remake of Cats. Just putting that out there. Sorry, Lisa. Let's see here. The boys from Impanita. No, incorrect. All right. I think, Roger, do you have one more left?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I do. Hang on a second.
All right.
Let's just see what it says here. This is going to be easy for you.
Nice. I like how he says it before he knows what sound he has to use.
All right, here we go. Are we ready? Oh, wait. Sorry. I didn't hold it up for everybody to see. We got to do Oz.
I just want to hear you do it. House of the Rising Sun.
There you go.
Yes.
Nice.
Very well done.
Oh, man. Wow. Well, we breezed through that, didn't we?
There we go. Yes. All right. Well, so it looks like that actually ended up in a tie. Everybody was able to get everything. Good stuff, man.
Pound me, cat.
What's that?
Oh, I had Pat pound me here.
Oh.
Just pound.
All right. So we'll go ahead and take this time, and we will get to know our first guest. You know him from City Girls and the Stone Chapel Band. Let me see if I can hit the right buttons on this go round. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's get to know Mr. Roger Kean. Oh, stop it.
Make sure you got a good recording of us on there.
Woo! My goodness, it's like a hurricane of craziness today. So maybe I crimped my hair too tight. Maybe that's what it is. Word to the wise: don't be cramping your hair too tight out there.
Cramp my style.
Yes. So, Roger, like I said, you are currently involved in a handful of bands. Is there any other band that you're in that I missed? I feel like you're involved in so much.
No, that's pretty much it. I was working with Jeremiah Sharples and Mark Lyman over at Shuffle doing Money Shot was our
That's
open
right.
mic,
That's what I saw recently.
open mic hosting band, but kind of backed away from that just a little bit. Things just got kind of busy. So
Yeah. That seems to be kind of the theme right now. Everybody's either super busy or super not busy and just dying to do anything.
right on.
So it's yeah. Okay, so normally I start this with a very hard-hitting question, and for those of you watching along at home, you know what I'm getting ready to ask.
Oh, no.
Roger, what is your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
Favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
Yeah,
Probably strawberry.
Don't be getting that attitude.
No,
Like, what does
strawberry.
Pop-Tart have to do with music? Absolutely nothing. That's what makes it great.
Absolutely nothing.
Yep. Huh. Strawberry is a good for. Ha.
Absolutely not. Strawberry or even apple. Either one of those two.
I'm not mad at that. All right.
So
Very good. Very good.
yeah.
I'm getting
Wait a minute. How about blueberry too? I like blueberry.
there.
So,
Yes, I'm all for all the berries. I'm not
so.
personally. I have no love for any of the the brown sugar, cinnamon, all the like just dried like I just can't do
Chocolate
it.
stuff
Yeah,
like. I
yeah,
mean,
can't do
not
it.
quite.
S'mores, all
Yeah.
no good. Okay, so you obviously in your bands you sing a little bit, you play some guitar. What other instruments do you play?
Wow. I started off when I was 5 learning the piano. My mom was a organ and piano teacher. And so I guess she saw me tinkling on the keys when I was about 5. And she said, well, if you're going to play, you're going to have to learn to play right. So, I had to learn to sit the piano correctly and hold my wrist correctly and all that kind of stuff. So I remember that. So I played piano for about 9 or 10 years, took lessons from her students, different stuff like that. And then, trumpet, 7th and 8th grade.
Really?
Yeah, a buddy of mine was playing the trumpet in band. I was like, God, that looks like that's like really cool. I gotta have a trumpet. So my mom was real supportive of our music desires, so she bought me a trumpet, and so I played trumpet for 7th and 8th grade, and then the guitar came along.
Okay, so
And,
how did you come to the guitar, or how did it come to you?
I'm trying to remember.
Is it like a Harry Potter one and it chooses you, not you choose it?
I think it was my older brother started playing acoustic guitar. He had an Ovation that he bought, and he wanted to take lessons. And so, I was about a year and a half younger, and of course, I wanted to do everything he did. So, Mom bought us a cheap, looked like a cheap ES 335 or something, off brand, and just little crappy electric amp, and took us to get lessons at Hoover's Music. I remember taking music lessons from a guy named Jim when I was like 12 or 13, maybe 14.
Yeah. And
just from there, it just kind of took over. And interesting story. Used to way back when King's X, before they were King's X, they were Sneak Preview, and before that they were The Edge. And when they were The Edge, they had a second guitar player, Kirk Henderson. And we used to go see them all the time in the early 80s. And I remember showing up at his apartment every now and then to take some guitar lessons from him. So, and he'd always answer the door kind of bleary eyed, like they'd been playing the night before. And I was kind of young and didn't quite get that, but he was always real gracious and had me come in and take the lesson, even though he was just obviously had woken up.
Now, did you start by learning songs or chords, or what route did he take with you?
Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember how it all started, but it started with the lessons there at Hoover's. And I think, I learned how to play the C chord and the F chord and the G chord, all that stuff.
Gotcha.
And little improvisation from that. And then at some point, I don't know, maybe I took lessons for a couple of years and started finding other friends that played guitar. And from there, it just kind of progressed without the lessons.
Gotcha.
But,
so how long after lessons did you start playing with other people?
Oh, probably 3 or 4 years, probably. Yeah.
Gotcha. And is this just like a kind of for fun thing, or was this like, okay, this is my stab at my first band?
Well, it was kind of both. I was just starting college, and so played in a couple of bands in college, and at church also.
Okay.
And then I remember back about 1984 when there was a band in town here called Indian Summer, and they were looking for a guitar player. Their guitar player had left or something, and I remember trying out for that band. I wasn't quite good enough or something.
Right.
I really wasn't ready. But I do remember
none of us are ready on our first.
Yeah.
We think we are, but we're not.
No, we're
yeah.
not. I think but I vividly remember the 2 songs I had to learn. One of them was Night Rangers, Don't Tell Me You Love Me.
Oh, We used to do that in my old band Sunset
Right
Strip.
on.
That's a great song.
And the other one was Honeymoon Suite. I got a new girl now.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
So those two songs I had to learn for the and Legs. No, there's 3 songs. ZZ Top. Those were kind of
Nice.
the 3 songs that were in rotation back then on the radio.
Yeah.
But then shortly after that, I got married and moved away, and kids came along, and I didn't play hardly after that. And for probably a good 20, 25 years, maybe at home practicing around and stuff.
No kidding. That big of a break.
Yeah. And
Wow.
then I didn't start getting out and playing again until about 4 years ago.
Wow. Was that just due to having a family and putting that as a priority, or?
Yeah. Yep.
That's totally respectable, man. That's awesome. Jonathan Haldeman says, dude, Roger's stories of getting into the music is really, really similar to mine. Weird. Even had lessons at the same place. There you go.
Very
Small
cool.
town.
Yeah.
And both great musicians too. Both great
Thanks.
guitar players. So yeah, I've known Jonathan for years, and yeah, both of you guys are great at what you do. Is there any instrument that you don't play that you wish that you did?
Well, I guess I hadn't really thought of, of course I know how to play piano, and I chords and all that kind of stuff. What I'm not good is on the synthesizer part, figuring out how to do the sounds, the things that I want, the sounds that I want.
Gotcha.
And locking those down, setting
Right.
on patches, all that stuff. That's
Right.
I wish I had a bigger education on how that worked. But
Makes sense.
instrument-wise, no, I'm pretty happy.
As far as putting the fingers to the ivory sort of thing, you've got that. It's the electronic side of things.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, I get that for
I'm
sure.
woefully
And that's something that a lot of people just skip over. They're like, it's close enough.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, okay, sure. That's like saying my guitar, it's almost
Well,
a
if it's
G.
not a stock
It's almost a G.
If it's not a stock setting in there, I'm not quite sure how to get what I want. So.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense. So let me see here. I know that you're in a cover band and a tribute band. Do you have a preference on either? Not necessarily either of the bands that you're in, but either being in a cover or either being in a tribute?
Well,
Or do you see them as very similar, that they're not, you can't really separate them?
yeah, well, they're 2 totally different projects for me. So with a different, a totally different genre. Well, some of the songs overlap. Every once in a while we'll do a couple of Eagles tunes in
Sure.
the Stone Chapel band, but the Eagles thing is a whole different animal there of, it's not just with cover bands, you a lot of times you get the song structure down and get the signature solos or the drum parts or whatever, get them
Mhm.
close,
Yep.
so at least recognizable, but you don't necessarily put in the time to learn everything exactly. Whereas on the Eagles stuff, the tribute band side, to really do that well, you've got to really dial in to some details that you don't normally do on the cover band side.
Right.
But we've got a real talented group of folks in both bands, and on the Eagles side, we have a very talented group of people that if I don't know how to play it or it's not my style, one of the other guys can.
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, there's definitely an all-star cast in your Eagles tribute band, City Girls, for sure. It's one of those things too, like you have more room to make things your own in a cover band, I feel like, whereas a tribute band, you really have to tribute what
Right.
you're doing, what you're representing there. So yeah, you do have to have not only the signature licks, but the ones in between.
Right.
You can't,
right.
that's where you can't really put your own spin on it, in my opinion. Yeah. So
Oh, you can, but they'll catch you every time.
it sure will, for sure. And now that we've got the internet, everybody's got tribute bands, so
Right, he didn't
everybody's
play that
comparing.
right. He didn't finish that solo right. Yeah, I know.
For sure.
Believe me, I know when I'm doing it if I don't do it right. So
Well, have you done original music? Have you ever written music yourself and played your own stuff?
I am the world's worst songwriter. I used to think it would be so
Same.
cool to write a song,
Same.
and I tried, like when I was 21 or 22, I thought, well, I'm going to try to write it, and it was disastrous. I gave up. Just not my deal.
I can give my hand to like helping with melodies and it should go up here and we should harmonize this section. Like I can do all that all day long. I enjoy that. But as far as putting a pen to paper to whether it's writing chords or writing lyrics, like not my shtick. So I know which lane to stay in.
Right. That's me.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that either, man. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
Well, yeah. It's one of those things. Sometimes less is more. Like if everybody is able to write songs, like it becomes overwhelming and nobody's actually happy because they have to sacrifice something of their own vision for part of your vision to it. So I think it actually helps balance things out for the better.
Well, I find it interesting too. All the people, you think about all the people that have written all these songs that we know and have heard and loved and are in our memories, and I wonder if they, when they're writing at the time, I'm sure they had no idea, that it would be seared in people's conscious,
Right.
30 years later.
Yeah.
But, what does it take to do that? I don't know.
That's a big challenge, man. Yeah, big time. Do you have any pre-show or post-show rituals? Okay, let me clarify. Do you put on your left shoe first? Do you?
Oh no.
Do you drink two cans of Red Bull before you hit the stage? I mean, that I'm not asking for anything too personal.
Nothing too, I don't guess I really have too much of a ritual. Only, I do like to kind of mingle around and talk to folks and try to get a little bit rid of a little bit of the nervousness.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
Jason West says, you're the second worst, Roger, as far as writing songs. Jason says he's no good either. So
okay.
Welcome to the club, man. Nothing wrong with it. So let me ask you this then. Let's backtrack. What was the first album that you bought with your own money?
Oh, wow. Probably Elton John.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
If I think back to
Which album of his?
it was Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Absolutely awesome album. Yeah, for sure. That's one that my dad had on vinyl, and I would
really? Yeah.
constantly take that and play that one. So finally, I've got one more question here for you.
Okay.
If you were to have followed your childhood dream,
Mm-hmm.
Roger Kean, what would you be when you grew up?
Oh, wow. Whew. When you're, I can remember being, okay, let me say this before I say that. I can remember being 13 thinking, hey man, couldn't wait to get my driver's license when I was 16. But when you're 13, man, 16 seemed like it was a lifetime away.
Dude,
It's
absolutely.
like 3 years, I'll never get there.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So I don't think when I was 13, I had any inkling of what I wanted to do. I think through my life, there's been several different phases of this is the right thing at this moment. But for the last 20 years, I feel like I've been exactly where I need to be. I didn't really chart my course other than, did high school, did college, and just the opportunities that came after that based upon what I learned and so forth, have turned out, I don't know what I'd change much, because the journey getting here, has kind of made it, the challenge and the journey of getting here has made it nice to be here.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that for sure. Did your parents have anything that they listened to that really stood out to you?
Oh, well, my parents, I don't remember too much my dad's taste in music. I didn't get a love of music from him. It was my mom that I probably got my love of music from. And she was had her doctorate in organ performance, master's in piano performance, and she would perform in all the US and the world, actually would travel.
Really? Wow.
But her thing was classical music.
No kidding.
And church music. And she would, arrange music and do all that stuff. And so I hated classical music growing up. But at the same time, I wish I'd learned more about music theory from her and how all that, because she could take a plain song and turn it into something interesting, not just your standard chords. They were
right
inverted stuff that
right. Yeah.
And she would
diminish sevenths and all that kind of crazy. Yeah.
So I wished if I wish anything, I'd learned more from her about music theory.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I understand that for sure. That's kind
we
of
had totally different music tastes. Which
is nice, because it gives you a broader imagination, if you will, with what you do musically and what you probably came back around to. You're probably more open to listening to classical now than you were when you're 13, 16 years old.
Yeah, exactly. I sat down and learned a Beethoven sonata a few years ago that I'd heard that I thought was really cool. So
wow.
I did come back full circle to that. Yeah.
Such is life, man. It's crazy. Was your dad musical at all?
No, I remember, I can't remember anything that he listened to that had any impact on me, but I do remember, as a young kid, of course you drive everywhere and on trips and stuff, he and mom would sing, but, popular songs from when they were younger,
Right.
But I don't remember him having any particular music style or particular love of music that rubbed off on me.
Gotcha. Very cool.
But I did learn how to fix cars from him. So
hey, there you go.
Car repair.
Nice. Very nice. So here's what I've got next, Roger, is I've got, as you saw with my fast fingers, I've got a little video clip of you playing. And so we'll watch just a minute or so of that.
Okay.
And feel free to comment over top of it. Tell us who you're playing with, where it was, just kind of set up the video for us and stuff. So let me see if I can.
I hope you picked a good one.
I hope so too. Here we go.
So this looks like Shuffle back in December of last year, our first.
Okay.
This was our first City Girls gig at Shuffle.
Nice.
Back in December of last year.
Nice. Yeah. Great song, by the way. I'm so glad
So
to hear
lead
you
singing
guys
over
are...
on the left-hand side is Drew Biney.
Okay.
And
Who was
then
here last week, by the way.
Yep. And then we've got Jacob Ferguson in the red shirt playing guitar. Darcy Stevens playing guitar now.
Okay.
There's he and I playing together. And then back behind Drew is Mark Lyman on bass and Jeremiah Sharples on drums. And then we got the three girls over to the right, my wife, Amanda Cunningham, and Sarah Sharples.
Nice. What's that dynamic like with having your wife in the band, by the way? Does that work out pretty well for the most part?
Let's see if she's watching or not.
She can watch it later too.
Right. It works great. She's great. No.
Actually, it's great. Our styles of music are a little bit different, what we actually each love. And so this kind of gives us a chance to come together on a project that we might not ordinarily be on.
Yeah, for me, I think that for some odd reason, there's some stigma about that. But in actuality, I enjoy kind of that dynamic just because it's a deeper getting to know of you and her, you know, getting to see you both share something that you enjoy on stage. I mean, yeah, I choose to take the positives out of that.
Yeah, the funny thing about this band is it was me and Drew and Jeremiah were sitting outside of Shuffle one night. We open mic. We had done one of these nights.
Okay.
Just off the cuff. And we're all talking around, how we should start an Eagles cover band. And Drew's like, I'm in. Jeremiah's like, I'm in. And I said, well, I'm in. So then we found the three other guys, and we were trying to come up with a name. And kicking around all kinds of stuff, you know, like The Long Run or Heartache Tonight or,
right.
You know,
the go-to
something that
is,
plays off the Eagles.
Yep.
And I can't remember. It may have been Drew that came up with City Girls. And we thought, what a great name. It's all guys, and we're going to call ourselves the City Girls, and this is going to be funny. And then the three girls, you know, ended up joining.
Nice.
So it wasn't all guys anymore.
Very good stuff, man. I enjoyed that a lot. Let me get back over here to us. Maybe. There we go. Yeah. No, I thought that was really good. So you said a year ago was whenever you guys started City Girls. Yeah.
No, a year and a half ago in the summer. It was like June of 2019.
Very good.
And then we kind of rehearsed for about the next 5 months or so and did our first show at Shuffle in December.
That's got to be a lot to put together as far as rehearsals alone, getting people's schedules together to get, what is it, like 8 or 9 people?
Well, it was 9 people, and
Okay.
we're down to 8 right now. But yeah, that was quite we ended up like Sunday afternoons was our practice time, and Dan was kind enough to let us come in and
do it there at
Sunday
Shuffle.
afternoon on Shuffles when he wasn't open. And so yeah, we owe a debt of gratitude to him for sure.
Yeah. Jason says I was sitting there just about where the camera is. So
cool.
Yeah. It's always nice to see other musicians supporting each other. It means a lot to everybody.
Yeah.
So how often do you guys get to play? Do you keep that as kind of an every now and then kind of thing, or do you do it fairly often?
I think we've done either 5 or 6 in the last year. We've done, I think, 4 of them here in town. We tried to keep it maybe, you know, once every 3 or 4 months is kind of our goal, or even less than that. You know, you don't want to take a project like that and wear it out. So at least in town. So,
yes, exactly. Yeah, you want to keep it special.
Yeah, our plans for 2021 are probably no more than 2 or 3 times here in Springfield during that time. And you know, the Eagles have we're kind of fortunate. They have a pretty wide range, you know, of songs.
Big time.
Yeah. So
yeah.
There's a few new ones we're going to be rotating.
Do you guys change who sings leads on different songs the same kind of way that they do, or do you have kind of
this
a
last time we did?
Yeah.
We changed up a couple songs. We had Kristen's Donar, our newest addition to City Girls. We had her sing Hotel California, where Drew Biney was singing that one before.
I saw a video clip of that. Very good stuff, man.
So yeah, and she did that with very little notice. So hats off to her.
Yeah. for sure.
And then we've had Darcy step in and sing a couple songs that he wasn't singing in the past too. So yeah, we've kind of changed it up a little bit, but it's kind of changed up enough that we all at least sing one song lead on the song, which gives Drew a little bit of a break.
Yeah, for sure.
Just wearing him out and flogging him for 2 hours.
Yeah, and he's also involved in a handful of bands. So
I think what Red Light Runner.
Yeah. By the way, Hallie said that she enjoyed your shirt. Somewhere up here, she said that. But
shirt sighting.
Jason West says, need another harmony singer?
We can always use harmonies. I love having guests by the way, I love having guests for our City Girl stuff. I always look for 3 or 4 guests to bring in for each show, just because it makes it different and just more exciting to me. I mean, doing the same old thing.
Well, for me, I feel like the Eagles are one of those bands that, like, when done right, it makes people want to sing. It makes people want to play. Right. So I get that for sure.
So that's probably been one of the funnest projects I've gotten to do, and just feel super fortunate to have been able to do this. I think, and you guys are doing it well too. I remember when Hotel California came out, and to be able to, 40 years later, play it, what a hoot.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm honestly really excited for 2021 to see what you guys do. Are you guys keeping the same kind of set list? Do you add songs occasionally, or are you pretty well set with what you've got?
No, I mean, we've got I think we've got 26 or 27 songs
in our
repertoire, but there are a couple new ones that we've only done once. I think that we'll start rotating in more and start bringing in, a couple fresh ones too, just to keep it a little bit different.
That's awesome. Well, and two, that's the nice thing about not playing, every month kind of thing, is even if you kept the same, like 25, 26 songs, it's not like it's overheard still, it might feel to you guys playing it that, man, this song again, because you guys have practiced, all this time, but for those of us watching, like it's still fresh. It's still good. Right? So
I feel the same way.
Very good. I tell you what, let's go ahead and jump right in. No breaks required, no breaks needed. We'll play our second game.
Yes.
Here we go. Guess the song in reverse. Well, I mean to tell you, as if it wasn't easy enough to guess it with humming and all that, we're going to play about 30-second clips of the songs and see if you can get the artist name and the song title backwards.
All right.
Now, you only have to tell them in forward.
We don't
need to pronounce them backwards.
Name them backwards either.
Otherwise, I'll just give everybody points for everything.
That song is
right. And we've got just a small bucket full of points that I'm allowed to ration out. Right. So I gotta play those the right way. Again, 30-second clips of these songs, keeping in the 1970s one-hit wonder genre, style, what have you. So it looks like Roger, you started the last game. So Kat, are you ready?
Ready.
All right. So here comes your first song. Once the 30 seconds is up, if you know the song, tell us the artist and the name of the title.
The artist and the name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's pretty iconic, even backwards.
Play that funky music. I know the answer. I really do.
I know it. I swear.
Don't show her.
Oh no. Well, about
Wild
that.
Cherry.
Turn those.
I know, right?
Oh, you pulled that out.
Sure did. Let me.
Thanks, Josh.
Phil.
He's a bass player. I like him.
He's good people, man. Let's see here. Wild cherry. That is the correct answer. Good job, everybody.
All right, man.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to double dip in the bucket of points, and I'll give you 2 points on that one. You did get it right. Okay, so Roger, it is your turn. Let me. Yep, everybody in the comments, good job. Okay, Roger, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I got this one.
Nice. It's so
How
funny.
about Baker Street?
Okay,
by
bye.
Jerry Rafferty.
There you go. So it's funny to me how some of these really easily translate, even if they're forwards
Right
or
on.
backwards, and some of them are like, what? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The space in this one is what makes this one easy, I think.
Oh well, the flute here is the.
The answer is Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street.
Thank you.
Yes, good job, Stacey Haney. And welcome aboard, my friend. All right, so for your second one, Kat, are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Oh, boy. Total fail. Well, I put it on the wrong one. That guitar tone for me.
Oh, I know what this one is.
I think they got gonged like the Gong Show.
I could not figure it out.
No?
Oh,
Man.
can I tell you?
Yes, you can. Looks like we've got a lot of right answers in the comments.
How about
so-
Lunatic Fringe, Red Rider?
You're absolutely wrong.
Whoa! No! Okay, play it again. Let me.
Oh, man. Okay, so I'll play it again. Hopefully. I'll give you a hint. Whoa!
Whoa, Black Betty,
Bam-a-lam,
Bam-a-lam.
whoa, Black Betty, Bam-a-lam, that thing gone wild, Bam-a-lam. Ha-ha! Just when you thought you had all the answers, you're wrong.
I know. Wow, it sounded like Lunatic Fringe. Okay.
All right, well, looky there. We've got Kat running away with all the points. Roger, you got nothing.
Wait a minute. I got the last one, Jerry Rafferty.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Wait a minute.
Yep, you're correct. Okay, now that we got the point situation figured out. Yep, fire the producer. I agree. All right, Kat, your turn. Here we go.
No, wait, it's my turn, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
Okay,
American Woman. Guess who?
there you go.
American Woman.
Totally not related to that song, but you ever fix yourself a cup of coffee and you put sugar in your coffee, but you're not sure if you put sugar in your coffee? So now you got to endure the first drink and hope that you've got some sugar in there. Otherwise, you just do a second scoop of sugar and then you just can't drink the whole thing at all.
Yeah.
That's
Is that
where,
what you just did?
that's where I'm at right now. Yeah. So the answer is
American Woman.
American Woman by the Guess Who. Good job. Roger with 2 more points on that. I've got you down for your
Okay.
points, sir. All right. And back over to Kat.
Oh, yeah.
The tempo feels different backwards for some reason.
It does.
Feels slower. That was not me drinking coffee, by the way. And for the record, there was no sugar. No sugar tonight in my coffee.
There's a song there.
Yeah.
Hey, that could be your first song. as a
Right.
songwriter.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Everybody else is ripping each other off. I might as well join the bandwagon. And-
So I recognized the song, but I can't think of the name of it.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you know it, Roger?
Warren Zevon.
Correct. And the name of the song is?
Werewolves of London.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Werewolves of London. As a ironic matter of fact, I saw Jerry Lee Passwater's post something on Facebook just today about him, saying how much he enjoyed him and some of his other stuff. I'm like, other stuff? He had other stuff? This is all I ever knew him for.
Yeah, he did.
So,
yeah.
So shout out to Jerry Passwaters, who apparently does not consider Warren Zevon a one-hit wonder, but the rest of us sure do. Sorry. So yeah, good stuff. I think that's all of them. I can't remember. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Okay. All right. Now then, let me flip back over to this so that we can all see the comments. There we go.
Yay.
Looks like Brian is having a heck of a time with autocorrect today. Werewolf in London. Close enough. I would do that. Jason says, go black coffee. Put hair on your chest. I don't need black coffee or hair on my chest. Yeah, I'm good. Good job, Hallie. Haley. I said that right the first time. I made that mistake last week, and I sunk back into my old ways. Yes, good stuff, guys. Deb says Warren Zevon had so many songs done by other people. Okay, well, I didn't know that. I would love to find out what other songs he wrote for other folks. Zevon, is it Zevon or Zevon, or how do you say that?
Zevon.
Zevon?
I don't know. Warren's Zevon, I think.
I'm from Missouri, so I say Zevon. Zevon. Has a big cult following. Yeah, he must. I'm just not very familiar, I guess, with a lot of his work. So yeah. Let's see what we've got next. We're gonna we'll take a quick little break, and then let's get to know Kat when we come back. Sure. So stick around. We'll be back in just a second. Yeah, no. I try to like make it not too difficult. Sometimes a good challenge is all right, but the feel totally lost is not good. Great song though. All right, so let's see. There we go. Our next guest, you know her from Set in Stone. She's been involved in a lot of different bands over the years, and I'm looking forward to talking to her about some of those. So let's go ahead and get to know Kat White. All right. Hey, Kat, how's it going?
Good.
All right, so we're gonna do the same kind of thing and hit off with the hard hitting questions. What's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
I would have to go with strawberry as well.
Yeah, is that just because of the pressure that after saying it, I didn't like about 83 of them?
No, I'm all for the berries.
Same. That's how I am. Yeah.
Strawberries, the king.
Yep.
Of the berries.
Yes, I would agree. And honestly, on most things, not even limited to just Pop-Tarts. So yeah.
Yeah, in everything.
Let's see here. Josh says, mute your mics on break unless you are going for the behind the scenes feel. Actually, I do. So if you heard something, that's awfully weird. I don't see that I had anything unmuted. Maybe so. Who knows? It's crazy today. So Paul Tomlinson says, and lawyers and guns and money. Another great. There you go. Okay, so I didn't realize he had other stuff. So maybe on the next 7 songs in 7 days, you guys should submit some so I can open my mind to some, man. Hi, Kat. Miss you from Tammy and Chris.
Hi, Tammy and Chris. Miss you guys too.
Brian says, seen Kay play Kat. I'll fix your autocorrect for you there, Brian. Seen Kat play bass with Black Note at Archie's. Yes. So, and that's honestly the first time that I saw you is playing with Black Note years past. How long have you been playing bass?
About 8 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And is this something like you just taught yourself and decided you wanted to do and did, or did you take lessons? How did that go for you?
I knew how to play guitar already. So a lead guitar player taught me how to play bass. The lead guitar player in Black Note.
Oh, okay.
And so he showed me some things, and they were playing Godsmack and Nickelback and Creed and Disturbed, which I was not even familiar with this music.
Right.
At the time, I was like, what is this music? And I don't even know
It does
what
seem
is.
it does seem not really to match your style per se. just going out there on a limb.
Yeah, so I got hooked immediately. I mean, it's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
It's just so different than what I grew up on, and I loved it. And so now, since I learned to play bass on that kind of music, that's where my heart is, on the bass, and that's what I like to play, is modern rock mainly.
Yeah. It's probably a little more challenging than some of the older stuff.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Yep, for sure. I get that. So is there any other instrument that you play besides bass, or is bass your sole go-to?
My dad taught me to play the guitar when I was about 10.
Oh,
As
nice.
a young girl, and he got a mandolin one day, and we learned how to play that, and an upright piano. He took me for piano lessons one summer, and
Yeah.
so I learned those 3 things. And then
Wow.
in band in high school, I played the clarinet.
Oh, here you go, folks. We've got our first clarinetista. So if you're not familiar on the show here, we obviously everybody knows what a flautist is. It's a person that plays a flute, but we're like, what do you call a person that plays a clarinet? So a clarinetista, I think, is what we've dubbed it. So yeah, so that's awesome. Woo!
Yeah.
And how long did you play in band in school?
Well, all the way through 5th grade through high school, all the way through high school. So.
Huh.
Yeah. So, and then I wound up being the piano lady at church for several years, and had a little bluegrass band that I played the mandolin in. And then I got busy raising kids and working, and didn't pay much attention to music for a while, until about 8 years ago, when I had that opportunity with Black Note, and I haven't put that bass down since.
That's awesome. That's very cool. So here we go. Deborah Klein says, fellow clarinetista. Yeah. So Joshua Poole says, you really have to like Warren Zevon to know his other stuff. I've never been a fan. Well, there you go. See, Josh, to each its own. Tammy says that she played piano in a church as well. So it's definitely a good foundation to build on.
Oh yeah.
And especially those 3 instruments, because I think you're able to take kind of the like what Roger was talking about, kind of the theory behind what you're doing, and the chord structures and that kind of stuff, and they translate easily to one another for the most part. So that's really cool. Is there any instrument that you don't play that you kind of wish that you did, or that you were better at, or anything like that?
I have a banjo
Really?
hanging on my wall in my music room that I want to learn to play.
Yeah.
I just never took the time. You know, I might still do it.
I think that'd be really cool.
But I think the banjo's cool.
It's very cool. It's very overwhelming to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't play guitar, but even just picking like this, let alone all of this, I'm like, oh God, no, I can't.
Yeah, it's a whole nother.
Yeah, it's a
animal.
beast. I'm thankful there's only, what is it, 5 strings? Is that right?
I think there's both. Isn't there?
Is there?
4-string and a 5-string, or is it just? Okay.
You might bring your mic closer to you, by the way, Kat. I think that way people can hear you. Yeah. So let's see here. Do you? How do I want to? Let's go this way. Do you prefer to be in a cover band or in a band that writes original music?
I'm kind of like Roger. Originals, I don't know how to do very well. I'm not very good at it.
As far as you're not good at writing your own parts, or?
You're right.
Yeah.
I like learning someone else's bass parts.
That's how I feel. A lot of people tend to be more comfortable too. And
Yes.
I'm a strong. Hey, there is nothing wrong with that at all. Like it's fun. It's less stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're able to have fun with it that way too.
Yeah.
So
And you learn different genres of music, and you learn a lot that way. You know, like playing modern hard rock is completely different than classic rock.
yes,
You know.
yeah, for sure. There's a definite style change.
Yes.
Even in tunings, do you play in a lot of different tunings and stuff? Yeah,
Yes. I have one of those new drop pedals where you just
nice. That makes it so much easier.
yeah, because I used to carry around 3 basses.
Yeah. Yep. It's easier to carry around a pedal this big than 3 bass cases.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jonathan Haldeman says banjo is crazy fun to play, and Jason West even says that he plays as well, and it's easier than it sounds.
Hmm.
So there you go. Chris Smith says just keep paddling. Fair enough. Fair enough. If that's what you call all this, then paddle away. Tammy says hit Chris up for some banjo books. There are 4 or 5. Oops. Oh God, where'd we go? There are 4 or 5 string banjos his dad used to play. There you go. All right. See, I'm learning stuff too. I didn't know how. I thought it was always just a 5-string instrument. So, and Tammy says, "Oh, you wrote a song. I remember that. Oh, what's she on to here?"
Well, I was in a band with Chris, and we did try some original music.
Yeah.
And the bad thing about it was we couldn't remember it the next time.
That is the hard thing. If you're not recording like constantly, yeah. You're exactly right on that.
And it was fun, but we didn't really record it, so we didn't really know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and especially if you spend a lot of time doing it, it just becomes mumbled chaos, and it's hard to decipher what's what. Matt Behan says, "Hey, Kat, how's it going? Glad you could join us here, Matt." Yeah. Oh, we got another #7 here. Keep Me in Your Heart by Warren Zevon. There you go. If I don't have enough for this week, I'll try to carry that one over next week, Al. So thank you for that. Do you, Kat, have any post-show or pre-show rituals? Anything you have to do before you start playing, or when you're done, you're like, oh, it's not a night out unless I've done this?
Well, before the show, I like to have everything set up, do a sound check, and then relax and have a beer.
Yeah.
So that when we start playing, that I'm calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, I try to be that way. I very rarely
Doesn't
get
always
that.
work out.
Yeah, but I'm the same. Like I don't like to, feel like, oh, I've got to hurry up and do this, and then okay, now showtime.
Yeah.
Like that, you got to have that like calm down and this is what we're here to do, and this is going to be great, and that kind of thing. You almost have to kind of get in your own head. So, yeah, no, I understand that for sure. What about after the show?
And
Do
same,
you
same thing after the show?
Yeah, just kind of like to.
I like to have a beer and just relax
Yep.
for a few minutes, and then it's like, okay, everybody needs to start packing up now because we're gonna shut down. It's like, okay,
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I've not, and this is all my own fault, but I've not been in a band where as soon as we weren't done playing, I couldn't like just take that time to chill. It was like I had so much crap with me.
Oh,
I had to hurry up and start tearing it down
I
immediately.
know,
So
and that's a drag.
it is. I don't know why I torture myself the way that I do, but I do. So, yeah. What was the first album that you bought with your own money?
It was probably Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a great album.
Yeah.
So is that, how did Simon and Garfunkel get on your radar? Is that something like that your parents listened to, or?
Well, the harmonies.
Gotcha.
When I was young, my mom used to play gospel albums with 4-part harmony quartets, and so harmonies are like, that's
what touches your soul.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when I heard Simon and Garfunkel sing, it's like, oh my goodness.
And sound that full with just a 2-piece harmony.
Oh, yeah, they were amazing.
Yeah, for sure. So have you been in a band where you're able to cover any Simon and Garfunkel?
No.
Wow, you should.
Yeah, I would like to.
That would be very fun. I would love to see that come full circle for you.
Yeah.
Jason says, love Simon Garf. Yes, absolutely. Good stuff. So you said that your mom, kind of was into gospel and piano and that kind of stuff. How about your dad? Was he musical at all?
Yeah, he's the one who, when he would come home from work every day, he would take off his boots, pick up his guitar, and start singing and playing Johnny Cash and Hank Williams and the Carter Family.
Nice. Yeah.
And then I took an interest in it, and he taught me 4 chords, and then he got another guitar, and we'd sit down and play guitars together. And
Wow.
and that when the relatives would come over, he would want us to sing for the relatives, and I was so shy. I mean, I was just painfully shy. And it's like, Dad, I don't want to.
Right.
don't
Don't make
want
me do
to."
it.
But we
Yeah.
did, and we got through it. But it was, and now I love to perform. It's like there's nothing like it.
Yeah, as a creative person, it's a nice release for sure. So whenever your dad, like you said, when he would come home, kick the boots off and start playing, is this like a family gathering and everybody kind of joins in and sings or plays along and that kind of stuff? Or
Just me and one of my brothers
gotcha.
took an interest. There were 6 of us, but only me and him took an interest in it. And so my brother played as well, the guitar and the mandolin and the piano. And
Nice.
so all 3 of us would sit around and sing, and it's wonderful memories. So I will
Yeah.
forever be grateful to my dad for giving me that gift of learning to play an instrument.
Yeah, no, that's so awesome. That's got to be a great memory for sure. Even just the
Yeah.
picture that you've painted, it sounds like a cool place to be. Like, did you have like neighborhood kids and stuff that would stop in on occasion and listen to you guys, or was it just
No.
kind of a closed practice, if you will?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we were kind of in our own little world.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So are you originally from around this area, by the way?
Yeah, I grew up down in Forsyth.
Oh, okay. Nice. Very cool. Very
Mm.
cool. So as a kid, as a little girl, what did you want to be when you grew up? If you would have followed your childhood dream, what would you be now?
I remember going to see Johnny Cash and June Carter in Branson
Wow.
when I was about 16, and I wanted to be June Carter.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to be up on the stage and sing and have fun because she had a blast on the stage, and I thought that would be cool. So
Yeah.
So now I get to do that.
That's very, very
sometime,
cool.
and
Yeah.
It's a dream come
There's
true.
something magical, right, about going and seeing somebody that's bigger than life like that, like the Carters, and coming home, and then it inspires you so much that it makes you want to do the same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's magic. That's awesome. Yeah. So tell me about the band that you're in currently. Like, I know that you said you started in Black Note, which, by the way, I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this. Maybe I have. I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay, so you already know where I'm going. I love it.
Yeah.
So I've never actually talked to the guys, but I would love to tell them the story just because I think
Yeah.
it's comical now.
It's a great story.
So for those of you that have watched the show and know of my musical past, like, I started as a drummer and I transitioned into a singer. Maybe I shouldn't have, who knows? I enjoy singing very much, but the first band that I ever actually tried out as a vocalist for was Black Note. And we're talking like over 15 years ago. We're talking a long time ago. And I remember, I think it was down towards Branson or somewhere
Yeah.
that we,
Kirbyville.
yeah, there you go. And in somebody's like front room, basically, was the band room. And I was like, wow, okay, this is an investment. I'm like, where's the couch? So anyway, same kind of thing. Like, it was Disturbed and Godsmack and that kind of stuff. And I was kind of like, I enjoyed it all right, but it was a little bit out of where my comfort zone was.
Mhm.
But yeah, long story short, so I went to try out and never got a call back. I didn't make the cut. I wasn't good enough. So no, and it's great stuff. I honestly, just like what Roger was saying, like, we're never ready for a first band. I mean, it's one of those things you just, at some point you have to jump in and you have to be the weakest link, but you have to be willing to get better. And so that rejection, if you will, is what pushed me to try and do better for the next one. So, and I've always, I mean, there's no hard feelings. There's no nothing. I probably, if we would have recorded that, I probably would watch it now and cringe and be like, yeah, I wouldn't have hired me either. But
What's really funny though about that story
what's that?
is that the first time I saw you were singing with Sunset Strip
Uh-huh.
on South Campbell. The bar's closed down now, but
Oh no.
and I was with some of the members of Black Note,
Oh no.
and we went as a group and saw it, and you were half naked on the stage. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You had on these
Woo!
tight black leather pants and no
Yep.
shirt,
Yep.
and
For a minute, I did.
your hair was all like flowing and everything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And you were great. Oh my
Oh,
God.
thanks. No,
And so I remember
I'm so sorry.
we were talking, and we were thinking, wow, it'd be cool if we had a singer like that for Black Note. And then, full circle, you had tried out for Black.
That's
So
funny.
wait
Did
to
they
get
did they know that? Did they remember me from then?
No.
That's hysterical. Now, but you said something too that yes, exactly. Matt Behan from Sunset Strip, Step 13. I remember that.
Yes.
Me too. I'll finish that story in a second, but you were talking about how like my hair was flowing and all, which is always a fabulous look. But back then when I tried out for Black Note, like my hair was super short. Like I looked like a totally different person, and I have that about myself that I change my look, from time to time. But yeah, so I'll tell you the Step 13 story. So this is our first year at Sunset Strip, and we're wanting to well, I mean, I've talked at length for those of you that watch the Unsung Dreamers podcast, and if you've listened to my episode of their podcast, you'll know that there was a true hatred between myself and Dan Fritz of Machine Gun Symphony. And like, I'm not the kind of guy that I'm like, I hate a lot of people. I really don't. But part of it was just straight up jealousy. I mean, they were a very successful 80s band. I was in an 80s band, and I was like, man, we're better than them. And, that kind of thing. But so long story short, I thought, okay, watch this. I'm going to take out a page out of the Dan Fritz book. And he was always trying to be unpredictable and crazy and just memorable by any means necessary. And I'm thinking, okay, well, 6 months into this, if we're not gaining more traction than what I feel we have, I need to try something. So I strictly made a attempt, a very knowledgeable attempt of grasping at a straw to try something crazy and wild. Little did I know that you were in the audience with your band, but also the boss of the person that I was seeing was there with a whole slew of coworkers, and I'm like, oh, well, that's a great first impression. Sorry, but anyway, so we get like halfway through the set. First of all, it was honestly hotter than all get out in that bar for some reason.
No wonder you had your shirt on.
Yeah, so exactly. So I started with my shirt off. I look over at our bass player Chris Schneider, and I'm like, "You ready?" And he's like, for what? And there go the pants, and like shoes, the whole thing. I'm like literally in socks and underwear, and I finished the show out like that. And then I think Matt ended up taking his shirt off. Chris took his shirt off, and we're like, here, screw it, we'll try it. But it was just absolutely grasping at straws to try it and be crazy and wild. And it turns out that was not a look that fit us. But I damn sure tried it.
Yeah, and I remember now, Matt and Chris.
Yep.
In
fact, whenever that comes up on our memories on Facebook, I'm just like, oh God. So yeah, I'll leave all the crazy to Dan Fritz. I'll stand there and do the job at the task at hand, fully clothed, or at least mostly clothed. I mean, yeah. Jonathan Haldeman says, man, you're an excellent front man. Well, thank you. I was definitely pushing the limit that night. Let's see here. Sounds about right. Yeah. Chris says, Jared has a great voice. That's why I tried to work with him. Same. And then you up and left and went over to LA. Al Hutcher says, Joshua, jot down in the rotund notes, shirtless singer. If Chris Schneider is shocked, that speaks volumes. Exactly. Dude, he was looking at me like, what are you doing? This ain't that kind of band. I was like, yes, it is. Yeah, I was only I was only one sock away from being a full-on Red Hot Chili Peppers moment for sure. Yeah, so needless to say, hey, at least I tried something, right? So
you rocked it, Jared, I must say.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
impressed.
it. I very much appreciate that. So let's see what I've got here next. Okay, so it looks like we've got another game. Everybody's saying that during the commercials they're able to hear us talking. So I'm gonna, on our next break, please do let me know if you can hear us. I'm gonna purposely talk a little bit and see if you can tell what we're saying. But before we do all that, we'll play a game. Actually, before we do that, let me backtrack. I've got a video also for Kat. And Kat, I want to let you have an opportunity to kind of tell us about where this is at, when this was, that kind of thing. Who I think this is your band Set in Stone, but I'm not exactly sure on that. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump over to that and see what we've got.
Yeah, that's Set in Stone.
Nice. And you're singing. I love that.
Yeah, that's out of the Drunken Monkey. It was on a Saturday night this summer. We had a blast.
I love a good, like, nice summer night outdoor show.
Oh, yeah.
When it's not like hot and muggy and bugs everywhere. And yeah.
Well, it was pretty hot, but we had fans blowing and it was okay. But yeah, we had so much fun playing all summer. Had some great crowds out there at the Monkey. The new owner out there has really done wonders with the place.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's always really good to hear.
Yeah.
I find it very impressive that you're able to play bass and sing lead. I tried that for a minute in a couple songs in a band of mine in the past, and it's a challenge.
Yeah, I can't do it on every song, but there are some songs I can.
Yeah.
As long as the bass is doing the similar thing that the vocals
Yep,
are.
exactly. Yep. So who are some of the other members with you here?
Over on lead guitar is Daniel Green, and in the middle is John Means,
Okay, yeah.
rhythm guitar, and in the back is Jimmy Kilburn, our drummer. And they're all awesome musicians.
Yeah, I'm only familiar out of all those with John. I would love to get to know the other guys as well. But yeah, you guys sound great.
Yeah, we all gelled really well. And that's Daniel singing. The
He
Tom
sounds
Petty
really
part.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does a great job.
He's got the little nuances.
Yeah.
Stop dragging my heart around. Good stuff, man. That was nice. That was very well
Thank
done.
you.
So tell me, I mean, how did that band come together? Is that something that who's the one that put all the pieces together on that?
John and I were in another band together, and that ended. So he wanted to keep playing. He's like, let's start something new. So we
Nice.
started it. And me and Jimmy had played with Daniel before, and I had played with Jimmy before. So it was very cool.
That's awesome. Very good. Jason West says, wait a minute, Chris Schneider shirtless? Oh yeah, buddy. It happened. It happened. And Deborah Klein says, I missed that show, Jared. Did you have tidy whities on? No, I had, thankfully I had clean underwear. No, of course. No, they were like some little black, picture Axl Rose. That's kind of what it was. Except for way messier. Yeah. And funny story too. And it was probably because of this night. No, I'm kidding. But shortly thereafter, they closed with no, they didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Like there was literally a sign on the door for the employees, for people that were booked, for everybody. Hey, yeah, no, we're done.
Mhm.
I was like, wow, okay. But yeah, yeah,
Did
that
you feel
was,
responsible at all for that? Like,
of course,
after this, we're
of
not.
course. Well, partly responsible and partly like, yeah, we did that. We didn't get noticed musically, but we sure shut that crap down.
I know, isn't that great?
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, it's a win somehow.
Yeah.
Ashley Berry says, "Love that shirt, Jay." Well, thank you very much. It's the closest 70s shirt that I've got that will fit. I don't want to pull a step 13 and start stripping down. I mean, that would be very 70s, I guess. But you talk about a one-hit wonder.
Well, just unbutton it one more. That'll be a
Right.
start. Right?
I need some gold chains. Yeah. Matt Behan says there was a few shows we ended up shirtless in Sunset Strip. Yes, for sure. But that was the only one that I ended up in pantless. Oh man, good times. I miss the old Sunset Strip days for sure.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
they were great.
Okay, so I think we've got another game, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah, let's get back into the swing of things.
Have I won any of the games?
You have.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere I had a score sheet, but I don't know. I'll dig it out here in a minute. Let's see what we've got next, because I don't know,
Who's
because
keeping
my notes are
score?
somewhere.
Oh, covering covers.
Yeah. So this is a little game called Covering Covers. It's not so much a game as a chance for us to sit down and you know, either roast other bands or toast them, depending on if they do well or not. Now this is obviously all tongue in cheek. We're not out to you know cut anybody down and tell them never pick up an instrument again. But sometimes that's almost what's needed. So
you suck.
yeah, right,
Get off
exactly.
stage.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Now, I will preface this too. If you've not seen the show, I don't ever include kids, like however you say that, kid bands, if you will, because we all got to start somewhere. So I'm not going to start with them and start putting the axe to them. So let me. Okay, there we go. So here's the way this is going to work. We are going to have a randomizer that will hopefully work, and it'll randomly select a video. And so whenever it's your turn, just tell me when to stop whenever you feel good about it. And then we will predict whether we think we will roast it or toast it based on the information provided along with the video, how many views and etc. So let me see if I can find somewhere I had some notes at some point. I thought, there we go. It looks like, Roger, it is your turn to start it. So whenever you're ready, sir, you just tell me when to stop.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me make sure I have the. That's all right. I just want to make sure I have the rules in place here.
Okay.
So I want to be listening and then tell you to stop at some point.
Well, that was the part that just happened. As soon as you open your mouth, I stopped it because I thought you were saying stop.
I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do here.
All right. All right.
I'm not.
Let's
either,
review the
so don't
rules.
feel bad.
All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh lordy. Okay, let me figure something out here. I'll tell you what, Roger, we're gonna stare at you for a minute.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna fix this. No, we're not. Get out of here. There we go. Now my mouse won't work. Come on.
Come on.
Come on now.
It's a great story.
Yeah. All right, now then we're back on track. Whew. All right. Well, that was a swing and a miss. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Right up there where it says covering covers, there's going to be a wheel of rotation that's just going to randomly select a song. And now that I've already triggered the first song, it's going to be that song again.
Okay.
But so whenever you feel good about it, and this, kind of like pressure luck. And so you don't want to whammy, you just want to tell me when to stop whenever you think it might be.
So what happens when you stop? When I tell you to stop, then what happens?
Then it'll show what video was selected, and we'll review that video.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
Indeed.
Okay.
Stop.
All right. Now then.
Hey.
So, like I said, since I already triggered that, that's where we are. The boys are back in town, as done by Thin Lizzy, but this is done by Silverchair. Now then, over here on my notes.
I'm sorry, I think it said Silver Hair.
Silver Hair. Yes, you're right. Not Silverchair. Totally different band, I'm sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's probably a different band. Let me jump over here. I've got a comment. Nice shirt, Roger. Pay you later. I like the way you work. All right, so here's the deal. This is a video that was uploaded all the way back in December of 2013. This video has 14,500 views, and they have 46 subscribers. So based on all that meaningless information, do you predict, Roger, that you think that we will roast or toast this video?
Oh. I think it's gonna be hard to follow up Thin Lizzy on this. I'm gonna say we're gonna roast him.
All right. I'm not opposed.
Okay.
Kat, do you have any do you agree? Do you think differently?
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Yeah. All right, so let's check out Silver Hair doing The Boys Are Back in Town. Maybe.
In 3, 2,
There we go.
1. Huh.
Sounds good so far.
Should be the old boys are back in town.
Oh, bass player missed a note there.
Guess who just got back today? The wild-eyed boys that have been away. Haven't changed, haven't had much to say. But man, I still think those cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around. How you was.
I feel like that bass player is missing notes.
Told them you were living downtown. Got no old man crazy. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Say the boys are back in town.
Oh,
No. No.
that took a turn.
Yeah.
Well, the name threw me.
Why is this playing again? We had enough. We've had enough, sir.
The name
We've
threw
had
me for a
enough.
minute. I couldn't figure out where the name Silverhair came from until I.
Well, but if you notice,
I just
only
don't get it.
only like one or two of the guys actually had hair.
Right.
I mean, it was silver, but
Well, I was all set to roast them, but I don't know, man. That wasn't bad for a bunch of
Yeah,
geriatric
it
boys there.
wasn't bad.
Not bad. What would have been better is if like the video had like them being pushed around in wheelchairs and stuff. Like the boys are back in.
I would agree. I would
That
agree.
would've been
Now, I will say I'm not sure if that was actually a live performance or if they did try to make a music video. But,
Right.
But yeah, if they were to make a music video, that's exactly what they need to do.
But they could have done it tongue in cheek with walkers and different stuff.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
So on a scale from 1 to 5, let's go ahead and rate this. Roger, where are you at on them?
Well, overall music or just
Over everything.
everything. Guys, I got to give it to them. Probably a 4 out of 5.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they pulled that off pretty good.
Okay. How about yourself, Kat? Where are you at on them?
I would say a 3.5.
Okay. 3.5. What's brought each of you to the ratings that you've given them?
Well, we're all getting older here. At least those of us sitting at the table. And
What?
well, no, I mean,
I'm old as crap.
I'm just saying. We're not in our 20s and 30s out here hitting the music scene.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like 10, 12 years from now, if I could still pull that off, what those guys are doing, I got to give it to them. They get good effort.
All
Very
right.
good effort.
All right. How about you, Kat? What did you think
Well,
overall?
Well, right on when they were playing the introduction, I thought it got my
Yeah.
attention right away.
Yeah.
I thought they did great.
Yeah, I think musically for me they did.
Mhm.
The guitar sounded really good.
Yeah.
During the song, I thought honestly the bass player was not good. I felt like there was things that were being missed. It was just kind of a little sloppy in my opinion. I did like the overall look of the band. Like they at least had a cohesive look, and like when you put the name with the band, you're like, okay, got it, makes sense.
Mhm.
And that to me speaks a lot. So if I had to rate it, I don't think I could quite be as nice as you guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them right in the middle and do 2.5.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go over here to the comments. Joshua Poole with the comments of the night so far. Tow wow wow wow.
Wow.
That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah.
Chris says they've had 40 years to get this one down.
Well, they could have just been formed out of the the old folks home there.
Right. I mean, yeah.
So,
Yep, for sure. Nothing else to do while you're sitting around waiting for the Jello to set.
Right.
Yeah,
the nursing home mixer there.
Yeah. Barb says not thrilled with the vocals at all. I honestly, Barb, I agree. So most of the verses were passable, but that chorus, oh, just stop. Where's the tracks when you need them? They would be good for a nursing home mixer. I agree. Deb says also older people are just older and some still like their rock. Absolutely. I'll be a rocker till the day that I die. So the intro was the best part. Good band name. Yeah, it's spot on with what I think too. All right. So let's see here. Kat, let's give you a turn at spinning the wheel. Just tell me when you're ready.
Stop.
Ooh, Love Hurts. This is done by Marcelo Calunga, as originally done by Nazareth. So, jumping back over here to my notes somewhere. By the way, in the in the middle of that, I got a private text message, and it says, "The faces you're making are killing me." And I don't know if you could see that, but there's you can't really tell. It's this face. So you're welcome. Enjoy your new wallpaper for your iPhone there. Okay, so for this Love Hurts, this was uploaded just recently. Well, I say recently, this year at least, in January of this year. And it has 32,000 views, and they have 59,000 subscribers. Okay. Well, and I'll preface this too, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time. These numbers don't always mean anything. It could be that they're bad, and that's why they get such high numbers, or it could be that they're totally just undiscovered and have low numbers, but they're phenomenal. We've seen both on both spectrums, and we've seen the predictable where low numbers mean they are no good, and high numbers mean they're phenomenal. So, Deb Klein says she's leery of this. It's either going to be really bad or really good. Okay, so I expect Deb to be getting 1 or 5 cups.
All right.
I think John Sykes is still playing under that name, Thin Lizzy. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Hello, Jules. Kat, this was yours. Do you think you're gonna roast this one or toast this one?
I'm gonna have to say roast.
Roasting it. All right. And how about yourself, Roger?
Well, I'm going to play the devil's advocate and say toast.
Okay.
This could actually be really good.
All right.
We'll see.
We'll see. Again, this is Marcelo Kalunga. I hope I'm saying that right. And Love Hurts, as by Nazareth. I'm trepidatious.
I'm nervous.
Oh, I wish there was harmonies there. This part's super high.
He hits it. Yeah, he hits it.
All right. Well, okay, so let me jump over to that. Kat, what are your initial thoughts, and what would you rate that one?
So I'm going to take back the fact that I wanted to roast it.
All right.
Because I was very impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could listen to those guys.
Yeah. When
For however long they wanted to sit and play. The guitar player was phenomenal. The
Yep.
guy on vocals hit everything, hit every note perfectly, and his rhythm. What is that box called?
I never can remember a drum box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll go
I
with
like
that.
it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was. I would give him. I'm going to give him a 5 because
Nice.
I thought it was excellent.
Nice. Okay. How about yourself, Roger?
Well, I was impressed too. And I just took the devil's advocate position and say toast them, but they actually did a good job. I was wondering, I just was listening to the vocals in my mind first, knowing how difficult that song is.
Very to have that
Yeah.
soul and that
And-
that
Oh,
pain in your
yeah.
voice. Yeah.
That guy pulled it off
Mhm.
Yep.
really well. So, was it perfect? I don't know. Really close, 4.5.
There you go.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's your 4.5. Yeah. So for me, whenever it first came up and I see like this big green tarp behind him, and I'm like, oh God, what have we gotten ourselves into? And then once everything kind of came together, I'm like you, the dynamics of the guitar were good. I feel like the high notes, which I'll even as a singer that can sing high notes, those are hard to get, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like his support maybe wasn't quite there to make him like pop and be like phenomenal, but he did at least hit the notes.
Well, he was sitting down too, though, but
True.
um,
I will say too, though, that the things that were easier for him, you could tell like his vibrato in those spots were spot on. I loved the vibrato in there, and that kind of helped tell the story of that kind of pain in the voice, that soulfulness, if you will.
Yeah.
And by looking at him with the big old, Lemmy Kilmister style, mutton chop. I sure didn't expect that.
No.
So that was refreshing. I think I would probably give that one about a 3.5. That was I am like Kat. Like I would sit down and listen to their set for sure.
Well, that's I knew like when the first 2 or 3 words you knew how the rest was going to go, right? He was either on or off, and you kind of knew from the very beginning. It didn't take long to tell that it was going to be okay.
Barb says much better than Silver Hair. Deb says, "Thank you, baby Jesus. They aren't really bad." Toast the dude singing. Nazareth is not easy to do.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Brian Betancourt, shot glass. Yet, nope, there are no shot glass. That's for sure. Chris says he was wrong. He left in 2009 and talking about Den Lizzie. Yeah, so overall, I think everybody pretty well agrees. Yeah. We got 4 cups, 5 cups. Good stuff. Everybody's enjoying that. Solid duet. Yeah, for sure.
It's a cajon.
Yeah, cajon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they are. To me, I've never played one, but I would feel like I would make the same sounds no matter where I hit on that thing. So I'm always impressed by people who are actually able to make it sound like a big drum set. So
that was a cajon with no E on the end, right?
Yeah, it was like Cajun, except for not pronounced like you're from Missouri.
Or ES, no ES on the end, no cojones, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Only one cojone.
He's got 2 of them. He's got 2 of them. There's 2 of them. There's cojones.
Dueling cojones. Talk about a duet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. All right. So it looks like we've got Roger up for another one.
All right.
Don't do us dirty now. We're on a roll. We're coming around here.
Stop.
Ooh, Cats in the Cradle. Uploaded by Chris Spofford, as done by Harry Chapin. Okay.
I'm not quite sure what to do with this because, the original one, you never hear anybody really cover this song because I don't know. It's one of those songs that the original guy does it and it's kind of cool, but you just don't hear anybody covering Cats in the Cradle. So I'm going to be a little leery of this. I'm going to say roast.
You're going to go with roast, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Kat, how about yourself?
Well, to me, this is one of the most depressing songs I've ever heard.
I agree.
And every time I hear it, I get sad and depressed and I shut it off because it's a beautiful song.
It is.
But
you have to be in the right headspace to want to hear it out.
Oh, yeah. But
you want to kill yourself or be a better parent at the end, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the toast this time.
Okay.
All
right. Now I like the fact that we've gone in blind, but I will go ahead and give you some numbers here. This was uploaded. Well, actually, this has just under 3,000 views, and they've got 41 subscribers. It was uploaded all the way back in 2014. So let's check out Chris Spofford and the boys, if you will, doing their rendition of Harry Chapin's "Cats in the Cradle."
Drummer doesn't have a shirt on.
Yeah.
Jared can read.
Yeah. Is this step 13?
Just the other day, they came to the world in the usual way. They were playing some catch and bills to pay. He let her walk while I was away. He was talking for a minute.
I'm trying to decide if they're at practice or if they're playing a show. It's obviously somebody's basement, but we've got lights and the whole works. Who needs dynamics?
It's the drummer that doesn't belong at that gig.
Oh,
right?
Good Lord. I mean, I don't think he's trying to flex, but he's flexing, like, because he's that caveman good, drums bad.
I'm even more depressed now. I can't take it.
Yeah.
This next, that chord right there is not the right one, but
Yeah, I'm like, musically, something does not sound right. More than just the drummer.
Yeah, the drum.
Look at, he's everywhere. He's just trying to entertain himself at this point. He gets 5 cups. It's always the same roll too. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, you know, I think we'll all agree that I called this one.
Oh my goodness.
It's like if you took like Nirvana and tried to do it, you know, it's like it just I don't know.
Josh in the comments, by the way, did point out that Ugly Kid Joe also covered this song, and that is accurate. I thought he did it justice. I thought it was fine.
That was a little on the rough side.
This, however, yeah. Brian says, "I'm out for this song." Man, these comments are flying in. Everybody either loves this or hates it. I'm trying to decide. You could tell how this was going to go from looking at them. Yeah, I agree. Chris says fill in drummer should not be used for videos. Yeah. After practice, the orgy starts.
Oh my god!
I mean, the band that jams together.
Right.
He looks like a 4-year-old with his first drum set. Yeah, 100%. Like there's just no the robot on drums was the best part. Yeah, there's no dynamics there.
No.
And I don't know that I mean I want to say that I appreciate them putting their own spin on it, trying to make it more rock. But that's not a song that you should do that to, in my opinion.
No.
Like sometimes a ballad should just kind of be a ballad, you know, if that's what you want to consider that. But
well, you know, they may have been able to get away with it if they were a little more skilled and the dynamics changed and came back. And,
right.
You know, there's some.
Right. I mean, and more so than just him like going to a rim shot on the drums. Like it's, yeah.
Well, they were
Everybody.
they were more like a garage band.
Yes,
you
I
know,
would agree. I would agree.
They need a lot of work.
Yeah.
Huh.
And pick
Well,
happier
I mean,
songs.
honestly, if that's at least they were in their basement.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out if that was I knew that wasn't the correct chord for that song originally,
Yes.
but it sounded like he was doing it on purpose, like they were trying to put a little bit of a spin on it.
Huh. Yeah.
I'm being generous here.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, I'd say probably 1.5 on my end.
Yeah.
for
That's
1.5 cups.
yeah. Acceptable. Kat, how about yourself?
Yeah, I would have to agree at 1.5 cups.
Yeah.
because-
I'd say that's
Again,
kind of
yeah,
for all
again,
three of us.
Yeah, they got effort. They got out there. They're working on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's potential
Yeah.
if they would put in the work. It's a
Right.
matter of you got to put in the work. But more importantly, and this goes to any band, you have to have that kind of that outside ear. You have to be able to stand back from your own music and say, yeah, but is this what we should be doing? Does this sound how I think it should sound? And if not, you have to correct that. You have to kind of check yourself and say, yeah, that's kind of a swing and a miss. Let's go back to doing it this way, or what, you know, what have you. You just kind of have to keep that in check for yourself.
Exactly.
If that was from 2014, I'd like to see them do it again now. 6
Yeah,
years later.
same. Same. That's a good point.
Now, if it sounds the same now, then
Then they get no cups. We're just gonna. Then we would just go up here and we would straight up roast them. Yeah. So Julia says that drummer, when you want to play Rush, but your band makes you play Harry Chapin.
right. Yeah.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Yes.
Ugly Kid Joe made it metal in their cover towards the end of the song. Yes. And they put a spin on it, but it was tastefully done. It was
Yes,
at the end of the song. It wasn't during like every chorus.
Love Ugly Kid Joe.
Yeah, same. Okay, so it looks like Kat, we've got another one for you. So whenever you're ready for this.
Stop. Oh,
My Sharona. The Smash is who's doing this. It was originally done by the Knack. So this video has, oh boy, has 757 views. They have 3 subscribers. And this was uploaded even further back, all the way in 2009. So do you think we're gonna roast them or
Well,
toast them?
Oh, I'm gonna go with toast.
Okay, I appreciate the positive outlook.
Yeah.
Roger, where you at?
Well, if I were to go by the algorithm of the breakdown of the views and the subscribers, I'm gonna have to say roast again.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And again, it could be that they're just nobody knows who they are and their channel's buried in like you said, in algorithms.
Well, I mean,
and
here's
stuff,
the thing.
but
One of us is going to be right.
you're not wrong. All right, so let's check it out. Again, this is The Smash doing My Sharona. Here we go. I feel like we're in another basement.
Yep. Ooh. He's got the bass part down.
Yeah. I like the tones.
Yeah.
Ooh, my little pretty one, when you gonna give me some time, Sharona? Ooh, you make
Harmony.
mother road, gonna coming up to the line, Sharona. Never gonna stop giving up, such a little man, always getting up for the duck of the younger kind. My, woo!
Yes.
Yeah.
Sharona.
If you listen to the lead singer, he almost sounds like a Valley girl.
Come a little closer, when you're close enough to look in my eyes, Sharona.
Yeah.
Been a misery, it gets to me, running on the leather right thighs, Sharona. Never gonna stop giving up, such a little man, always getting up for the duck of the younger kind. My, woo! My Sharona. My Sharona.
Woo!
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So, Kat, that was yours. No. Yeah, that was yours. So what were your thoughts on that one?
I enjoyed it. You could tell they worked on it. They were tight, nice harmonies. I didn't notice anybody hitting the wrong note.
Yeah,
I was impressed.
I gotta say the same. What would you rate that?
I would go with 5.
5 cups. Roger?
Well, the mix was actually pretty decent for.
It really was. Yeah.
Nothing was out of whack there. It almost sounded like it was recorded and then they were playing along.
That's what I wondered
wasn't
too.
Sure,
yeah.
but
Yeah, there was more harmonies in there than the
More
one
harmony
guy.
parts than
it
people.
seemed like
Yeah.
unless the guy back on the drums that we couldn't see was
Yeah.
had a mic or something.
And that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Poor drummer's always getting the cover up.
Yeah.
But if that was actually them doing the music on the, let's say it was recording, and that was, they did a good job, I thought. Pulling that off.
Yeah.
It wasn't the knack.
No.
The same, flamboyant kind of, sound, but
Some of
they
the
still did a pretty good
I
job.
almost wish they would have done more, like opposite of the last guy. The drummer, I felt like could have done a little bit more in certain spots. Overall, I enjoyed it. I will say this. At first, whenever it was just the bass that came in, I was like, I'm not sure about the bass tone. And then when the other parts came in, I'm like, it's good. I like it.
Mhm.
And then when, I made the comments about the vocalist almost sounded like a Valley girl. To me, I thought he was very well suited for this song, but I'm still hesitant, like how that would translate to other songs that they do. Because he was very, very nasally. And I'm not sure if that's just him doing that on purpose for this song, or if that's his own, how he normally sings, but it makes me leery. So if I had to rate that, I would give it 4 cups. I thought there was nothing wrong with it at all. It's just, I'm curious as what other stuff they do.
Yeah, I'd say 3.5 to 4 cups too. So,
All right, there you go. I'll give you 3.5.
all right.
Let's see what everybody else thought. We got 3 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups. Solid but bland.
Yeah,
that's
it.
yeah. I would agree. Nothing jumps off. Nothing really entertaining. Visually,
Lack of swagger.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah.
It's not.
it's all played so clean. I mean, they hit all the notes, but a little lack of swagger. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I've played this song and it's fun. They didn't seem like they were enjoying it. Yeah, and maybe that's the thing too. Like, obviously, first of all, if this is all the way back in 2009, it's a way different game of intimidation of putting something out there on the internet for anybody to chop up, like what we're doing, and react to them. So kudos to them. It is hard. So maybe they were just so concentrating on that They were just focused on the task at hand. Again, I'm not sure if that was done at a show or not. I'm kind of like Roger. I'm leaning towards probably not, because it seemed like the mix was too spot on for like just somebody with a camera or something to be recording that. Chris says the guitars had a good tone, but were very thin sounding. I agree, but I think that kind of fit for the song. That's a part of what I'm saying. Like, I'd like to hear more from them to see if that's the case for other stuff that they do as well, or if that's just the way that they honed in that sound for that song.
Good.
All right, we've got one more here. So Roger, I'll let you take it away for this last one whenever you're ready.
Stop.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Devil Went Down to Georgia. Nature of Rebel Minds, as done by Charlie Daniels Band. Okay, well, I tell you what, let's go into this one blind before I give you any numbers, just based on the band name alone and the song. Roger, do you think you're going to roast or toast these guys?
Wow, this is a real hit and miss.
It is. It's kind of why I want to go in blind, because it's either going to be like Deb. Deb said, good, really good, or really
slip
bad.
one by here or something, or
yeah.
Man, anybody that's brave enough to try this song, I'm gonna toast them. Let's see what happens.
Okay, all right. Kat, what do you think?
Well, the name of the band was something about Rebel Minds.
Nature of Rebel Minds.
Okay. So I'm going to go with roast this time.
Okay. Now you both reacted. So I'm assuming that you're both very familiar with the song and stuff. So I'm like Roger. Like it's either going to be really good or really bad. There's kind of no in between. Just because there's so much that you have to pack in this little amount of time. So jumping over to the numbers here. This was uploaded May of 2019. This video has 65,500 views.
Wow.
And 856 subscribers. So let's take a trip on down to Georgia.
Just see what we got.
Yeah. Let me adjust this, and here we go.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm all in.
Me too.
Damn! Big old boy can play, man.
That looks like Ed King from Leonard Skinner.
He's the Amish guy.
When he came across that young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, the devil jumps up on a hickory stump and said, boy, let me tell you what, I bet you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a day, I'll make a bet with you. Would you play pretty good fiddle, boy, and give the devil his due? I bet a fiddle of gold to get your soul to say I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin. I'll take that thing, you're gonna regret it.
It's medicine's never been.
Johnny, rising up your bow and play your fiddle hard. Cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals his cards. And if you win, you'll get this shiny fiddle made of gold. And if you lose, the devil will get your soul.
Hit it, boy. They both have really clean tones.
Kind of reminds me of the Over the Where Art Thou trio there, right?
He pulled that bow across the strings that made me evil. Yes, the band of demons joined in, and it sounded something like this.
How come the devil had a whole band of demons to help him?
Right.
Johnny did. Not fair, really.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I want to hear the whole thing. You know?
Same. I was not happy that it ended.
Right.
Let's see here. Ashley Berry is digging on it. Brian is digging on it. Julia says, "Oh my God, the singer playing the part of the devil. He's doing great." Yeah. I would rock out to this band live. Guitar player is hot. There you go. Deb's into them Amish folk.
I'm not sure they were doing that live though.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% not convinced that it was live. But I appreciate the production and stuff behind that.
No, they did
really good lead playing by both guitarists, says Chris Smith. Very true to the original, but amped up a little bit in their own twist. Yeah, I agree. I think that's exactly what I was looking for in the other bands that when they went to put their own twist on it, weren't paying attention to what the dynamics of the song needed, not what they wanted to put on it. Like what can you do for the song?
Right.
Yeah, everybody's five starring that. Yeah, good stuff.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah, you're gonna go 5?
Yeah, I'll go 5.
All right.
That's the best I've seen so far.
I agree. Kat, what do you think?
Yeah, I would go 5.
Hey, we've got an all 5 golden cups.
Yay!
Good stuff, man.
Finally, we're in agreement.
Yeah. All right. So I tell you what, I need to get a refill of that classic rock coffee. Again, this week we've got the Back in Black. We're hitting the dark roast. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Very good.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna mute our mics like I've been doing, and you tell me if there's a ghost in the line, if you guys are able to hear us on the breaks, and if so, tell us in the comments what we're saying. Ooh! We'll be back. All right. Now then, let's see. I'm going to go to the comments and see, hopefully. There we go. If you guys were able to hear me. Ashley says, can't think of the band name, but this cover isn't the Charlie Daniels band. It's actually a cover of another band's cover. Yes. So you're talking about, I think it was Primus is who did that, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was also featured on, you ready for this? Guitar Hero 3. I think one of those. They made about 100 of them, so it's kind of hard to decipher them at this point anymore, all these years later. But I think that's what it was. So yeah, let's see where we're at. We're right here. All right. We're gonna play another game here in just a second, but before we do, I thought I had something else. Okay. Anyway, real quick, because Roger obviously has left the building. I want to go ahead and, since I fuddled the intro, if you will, and tell you what we've got next week. So again, next week we're going to be doing kind of, I guess, yacht rock is the term that you would use. I call it soft rock or easy listening. You call it what you want. But we're going to have Dirk Allman from the Dirty Saints and Jake Simpson from Members Only. But we're doing something special. We're doing something a little bit different. And depending on how this goes, we might do this as every now and then, once a month, once every 2 months kind of thing. But as you know, part of one of our sponsors, Amy Oberbeck down at Just One More in Republic, who is a awesome sponsor for the show here at the Audio Roast Podcast, is actually going to come here in the studio and be bartending and mixing drinks for us live right here during the show. So we will not be, more than likely, unless it gets really crazy, sipping coffee until the end of the show. But yeah, she's going to be serving up some great drinks that you can catch down at Just One More. She's got some holiday type drinks that she's going to give us a hand at, if you will. So we'll see how that goes.
That sounds fun.
It's going to be. She asked.
Amy's fun.
She's a blast.
Yeah.
I love Amy so much.
Yes.
Like the more and more I talk to her and get to know her, the more I'm like, man, where have we been with each other? Like, yeah, she's good people for sure.
She is.
All I know, and I'll give you a little teaser. This is all I was asked by her is, do you like apple cider? And I was like, well, yeah. And then I returned and asked her. I said, well, what's your go-to type of alcohol? Are you a vodka or a rum girl? That's kind of what I had her pegged as. And she's like, no, tequila. And I'm like, hot damn, girl, we are best friends. So yeah, that's one of those things that I'm looking forward to. It's going to be a fun twist on things, and she's going to be a part of the show. We're going to set her up with her own camera. And in fact, you know which camera it's going to be. It's going to be this camera right here, except she doesn't have to screw Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, and she'll be able to chime in on the show and stuff, and have a good laugh with us. So be sure to tune in next week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, I've got there's my notes. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play another game, and I'll tell you the rules, Kat, but I won't tell him since he's gone. And that way, oh man, whoo, I was close. I was gonna give you all the insights so that you would be the one to win.
Dang it.
Back.
We were this close.
Where are we at?
Oh man, we're just getting ready to go over the rules to the next game.
All
I almost
But-
had the advantage.
Yeah, so I told her that I would tell her all the
Yeah, I
rules,
caught
but
that part.
that's why he came rushing up. Yeah. Okay, so here is the next game. First line of the song.
Okay, now we're into some familiar territory.
Oh yeah. So funny
Okay.
story about this game. Whoa, that's not what I wanted at all. That's not what I wanted. That's what I want. When I was a kid, I used to listen to the radio. That's what we did when I was a kid. No. So in my hometown, one of the games that they played on the radio was First Line of the Song, and it was a country station. And it's just a game that reminds me of my childhood. I always enjoy. I'm able to pick out songs by the first line very easily, and it's been fun to find out that not everybody's like that. So we're gonna give you guys a hand at that. I'll tell you, I've got some lifelines for us in case we need them. So you're each allowed one lifeline per song. You can choose from either having me speak the second line. I could attempt to sing the first line. I can give you the artist initials, or I can allow you to view a live comment for your answer. As per usual, we'll need you to name the name of the song and the artist doing the song.
I would like to use Scott Henry as my first song.
I bet you would. Oh, by the way, Brian Betancourt says that's the show I want to be on, the one with the bartender. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. So let's tune in and make it successful so that she comes back and does more of them. And I'll be sure to get everybody in on a rotation for one of those. Ashley Berry says that is a great bar. Plus, you can still smoke in there. Well, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Just one more camera rules. Yes, I agree. It's great. Okay, so it looks like Kat is up first on first line of the song. So yeah, there's no music. It's just I'm just gonna try to not sing, but say the first line of the song, and we'll see how you do for guessing the song and the artist. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. The first song is There She Stood in the Street.
Well, that sounds familiar.
And it's from the 70s.
Yeah, it's a one-hit wonder from the 70s.
I'll have to have some assistance.
Okay. Would you like to view a live comment? Would you like for me to sing this line, or would you like for me to say the next line, or I can give you the artist initials?
I would like to view a live comment, please.
Alrighty. Well, about that, nobody's commented
Oh,
yet.
dang it.
Oh, where is our people?
Nobody else knows it either.
They're all busy Googling right now.
Yeah.
By the way, about that, don't be Googling shit because you're ruining your own experience. It's fun without it.
Right.
Okay. So I tell you what, we'll go back and I'll let you choose another lifeline. Oh, there we go. Hang on. We got a comment now. Do you want to see the comment?
Yes, please.
All right. The comment, I'll put it up on the screen. We won't be able to see it, but I'll read it to you. And I'm reading the first one that comes in. Easy for me to say. Brian Betancourt says free.
Oh, okay. Yes.
As in the band, yes, or the
There
band
she
free?
stood in the street.
I think I got it.
Yeah, I know what it is.
That's what helped me.
Okay.
I used to play this song.
Yes, we've got there's Kim Garmery with the correct next line of the song. Julie with the correct answer, and Deb also with the correct next line of the song. Some of these are like, I see Kat like trying to get to the chorus.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I used to play the song on the bass. We did it all the time in Black Note.
It's a good bass song.
Yeah. Do, 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 do. That's the lead part
Mm-hmm.
in the.
Got it? Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's all right now.
There.
All right now.
Bye.
By Free.
Yep.
Hey, let's see here. Johnny Carson the Magnificent says the answer is All Right Now by Free.
Yes.
All right.
There we go. Delayed reaction
Now
on the
it's
sound
official.
effects. Good job. Good job. We got there.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good job. Let me put you down for a point. Perfect. Thank you. Sound effects department. All right. And Roger, it is your turn, sir.
All right.
I can't stop this feeling. Well, that could be like 100
I
things.
can't stop this feeling anymore. REO Speedwagon. I can't. No, that's I can't fight this feeling. Sorry.
Yep.
I can't stop this. I can't stop this feeling.
Oh, now I know what it is.
Can't stop.
Yeah, now I got it now without even having to go to my notes.
Well, what are my choices for the lifeline again?
Okay, so she has used her go to the comments. So you still got all of them. You can go, I can either sing you the melody to this line, I can tell you the words to the next line, I can give you artist initials, or we can go to the comments.
How about the next line?
Okay, the next line is I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me.
I can't stop this feeling deep in.
Okay, it sounded like Elvis there. I can't stop this feeling.
Oh, is that Blue Suede? Hold on. Let me get it. Ooga cha cha ooga. It's that song, right? I'm trying to get to the chorus. Hold on, I'm gonna get there.
No, I know.
My brain's.
I'm just trying to distract you.
Oh my gosh, it's right there. I knew it was gonna happen. Ooga cha cha, ooga cha cha, ooga 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 cha cha. Do you know it?
No,
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue
hear
here.
it too, but I can't get to the chorus either.
Stop this feeling deep inside.
Inside of me.
Dun, 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 dun. Man, oh man, this is.
Oh,
If I lose it over this is going to be tough. It's on. You're going to tell me. I'm like, God.
All
damn
right,
it.
I'll get okay.
Right.
No points, unfortunately, but I'll get you to the chorus. You ready?
Mhm.
Hi,
hooked on a feeling.
Thank you.
I'm
I'm
believing.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right.
Unfortunately, no points, but
All right.
we got there at least.
Yeah.
All right, Kat, you're up next. Here we go. Oh, yeah, Johnny, we got it. It's "Hooked on a Feeling" by
Thank
Blue
you.
Suede.
Blue
You did
Suede.
have the artist correct.
Oh, yeah.
So I will go ahead and put you down for 1 point.
Thank you.
All right, and here we go. When I die and they lay me to rest.
Gonna go
Oh, I know
to
this
the
one.
place that's
Oh,
the best.
why couldn't I have got this one?
Let me down now. Spirit going up to the spirit in the sky. So is it called Spirit in the Sky? I'm gonna go when I die and they lay me to rest. I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Oh, I don't.
This is one of those one-hit wonder names that's hard to know if you don't know. It's not like
Yeah, it's not obvious.
it's not the Knacks. It's not, it's not anything. Yeah. I
Yeah.
will say that on our Rock from 1970, this is the year that this song came out. So this was featured in a previous podcast episode was this song.
I'll have to have some help.
Okay. Would you like the next line? Would you like the artist initials? Or would you like me to sing the melody to this song? Or to this line, excuse me.
The artist initials.
The artist initials are NG. Brian Betancourt with the correct answers.
I know the answer, but
And
this is
Kim
hard
Garmery as
question.
well.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
Deb Klein took a stab at it, and she's got the right part of the song. It is the wrong artist, and that's not quite the song title. So, do you have the song?
Well, Spirit in the Sky is.
And that's the correct answer
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
Do you know who sings it?
I do not.
Okay, Roger.
Norman Greenbaum.
There you go. Yeah, like I said,
Show
that's
off.
that.
Well, I couldn't have got that
Well,
one. But
I
no,
know,
I got
God.
Blue Suede.
you show up. Good stuff, man. Yeah, he's like Norman Greenbaum.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no pressure, but now we're gonna pass it over to Roger.
So is that 1 point each? Is that how that
That
goes?
is 1
All
point
right.
each. Yep. So Roger, here is your next one.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. Got the feeling something. Stuck in the middle with you, Steelers Wheel,
Hey, man.
which is
Nice.
Jerry Rafferty singing, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah. Nothing more to say. Y'all need to be quicker than that. Good job, Roger. You lived up to your own
Yeah,
pressure.
good
Good
job.
stuff. Okay, so we've got one more. This is Kat's turn to get back on the board and redeem herself. So here we go. So I'd like to know where you got the notion. It's hard for me not to sing that.
I'd like to know where you got the notion to rock the boat.
Don't.
Rock the boat, baby. Don't tip the boat over. So it's Rock the Boat.
Yep.
And I used to know the name. So I don't know the name of the singer.
I would have got Norman Greenbaum 100 years before I got this.
I think I know this one too. But,
Okay.
but wait.
Can
Does she
I
have another
have a-
lifeline or
can I
anything that
have
she
a-
can?
Yes, you can. So we've already used your go to the comment and your artist initials. All I could do is say the next line or sing you the first line, which you've already done both. So I'd like to know where you got the notion. Said I'd like to know where you got the notion. Don't rock the boat.
Don't rock the boat, baby.
We're already on the same page. That doesn't tell us anything.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay.
The Hughes Corporation.
Oh my goodness. How do you know
God,
this?
Yeah.
You been cheating, boy?
Wow.
No. I'm telling you, man. We're in my playground here. And I should have got that Blue Suede song because I just heard that one today.
Right?
Right?
Oh man.
All right.
Oh, good stuff. There we go. All right. So tell you what we're gonna do. We've got one more game that we're gonna play. So before we do that, let's take another quick little break. I didn't see any comments, by the way, that you guys were able to hear us in the last commercial break. So yes, good job, Julia. That was the Hughes Corporation.
Rick the Boat.
Rock the boat.
Jason West, Rick the Boat.
Oh, wreck the boat. Yeah. So I assumed for some reason that was going to be Brian's comment earlier. You guys
Well,
weren't
wouldn't that make a great name for
You
like
weren't-
you see a sailboat, you know? It's
Right.
Rick the Boat.
Rick the boat. You weren't able to see the comments, so I had Brian also said blue sweat earlier.
Sweet.
Blue sweet. Yeah, you guys in the comments there did really
Good job,
well.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I hope that they're not cheating, right? They're not like Googling or anything, right?
I mean,
No,
I can't be
no.
everywhere, but based on the quick turnaround time that they
Okay.
were, because I was keeping an eye on the comments and they were coming in pretty quick. So
All right.
I'd say that most of them are pretty legit. Joshua Poole, however, I question. All right, so yeah, let's take a quick break and we'll be back in just a minute. And yeah,
All right.
Hey musicians, Do your shows need that extra layer of fun and excitement? Wow your fans with next level production and let Sunset Productions help you up your game. We can create custom and unique sound, lighting, and video packages designed just for you and your budget. Let's work together and give our community the shows they deserve. For more information, contact Jared Isaacs at sunsetproductionsspringfield@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Sunset Productions. Sunset Productions. Don't be a jukebox. Be an experience. I have just one question. Have you thought about being a guest on the show? We are currently seeking music lovers of all kinds to join in on our fun. If you're interested in being a guest, or if you just have questions, comments, or suggestions, you can message us on Facebook or email us at theaudioroastpodcast@gmail.com. You can also submit any topics you'd like to hear discussed.
All right. So that last commercial break, obviously brought to you by the great Tyler Weeks. All right. So let's see where we're at. There we go. We got another game, and this is we're going to take a little sidestep from one-hit wonders from the 1970s. I'm going off script. So I tell you what.
We'll go with you.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Who can the first one that can tell me the next holiday coming up wins 2 points.
Thanksgiving.
It's Christmas.
Oh! You're one of those. All right. Well, Roger.
The next holiday? Is that what you said, right? I got it, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I skipped completely over.
I know, right?
Oh, you're
Okay.
one of those. Okay. Well, that's why we're playing this next game. We're bringing back a game from early on in the Audio Rose podcast days. Here's a little game, a Thanksgiving version of this game. So these are going to be Thanksgiving kind of related stuff.
Ooh.
So yeah, let's see what we got. Choose between two. We're hitting them hard today, man. It's going to be some hard hitting stuff. This is really actually there are no points on this game. This is another way to kind of get to know you guys. So and I have to say, Kat, you said a lot by thinking that the next one is Christmas. you just skipped right over.
That.
Yeah.
She's have good memories.
She's all for like the big family meal, but she better get some damn presents under the tree. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let me get our comments up here. Deb Klein says we don't need Google. There you go. Brian says no voices this time. Either good job replacing the sound guy. There you go. Good stuff. I thought I had him muted, but maybe I didn't. Who knows?
You should have played like voices carry in the interim there.
Oh man, yeah, should have.
Right.
You're right. Audio guy, producer, everything. Everybody's just gone to Christmas, skipping right over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. We had Roger is going to start this one.
Okay.
So it's just going to show up 2 different things, and you're going to have to choose between the 2. That's simple.
Lay it on me, string bean.
All right. Speaking of string bean.
Ham.
Turkey or ham, and Roger chooses ham. All right. Kat, how about yourself? Are you a turkey girl or a ham gal?
Turkey.
Okay.
Even though I skipped over Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, now you're trying to get your helping of turkey.
Yes.
Kim Garmy, I was waiting for this one. Leave Kat alone. She's my kind of people.
Thank you, Kim.
Yes, Kim.
Thank you.
Kim is a personal friend of mine that I had to try to jump on the bandwagon with, as far as wait until after Halloween, please, dear God. So okay, on to the next one. Kat, we'll let you start on this one. Green bean casserole or roasted Brussels sprouts?
Oh, the green bean casserole.
All right. Roger?
I gotta say, Brussels sprouts, because I hate green beans.
What?
I'll go with the Brussels sprouts before I go with the cat.
okay.
So-
green bean casserole.
All right.
I can get behind that, but the thing that's weird to me is usually people that don't like green beans also don't like Brussels sprouts because they're very similar in texture and kind of in flavor
Yeah.
profiles. But
Just
It's okay. More for us.
hey,
You
I'm
know,
all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I too am green bean casserole over roasted Brussels
yeah,
sprouts.
I'm not a big fan of the cat.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Brussels sprouts for Brian. There you go. Roger, sweet potatoes or mashed potatoes?
Sweet potato. Well, no, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Well, if I'm eating it with ham or turkey, then it would have to be the mashed potatoes, probably.
Okay. All right. Kat,
Sweet potatoes.
atta girl.
Sweet potato.
I actually like both.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're both great.
If they're both there, I'm getting both.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Kat, for you. Ooh, cornbread casserole or stuffing?
Stuffing.
Yeah. Roger?
Yes, this time you're stuffing. Yeah.
Same. I enjoy both greatly, but yeah, if it's we're talking Thanksgiving, it's got to be stuffing.
Yeah.
Deb Klein says Brussels sprouts, green bean casserole, gag. Oh man, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
the hate.
there wasn't a neither choice, it seems like.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You're either eating your vegetables or you're eating your vegetables. Yeah. All right. Where are we at on canned cranberry? I like how that's backwards. Canned cranberry or fresh cranberry? Roger, I'll let you
is
go.
it me? You know, I'd probably say neither because I'm not a big cranberry fan, but it'd have to be the. Well, you got them backwards, right? Yeah. If I did, it would be. If I did either one, it
It's
would
a
be the
trick.
fresh. But I'd probably
Just
bypass
testing-
both of them.
Yeah, I just got to make sure you're paying attention. You know, that's why they're backwards.
Yeah, it's a totally trick question here.
For
but
sure.
I'll go with the fresh as well.
I would go with bypass all of them. Just give me some cranberry juice. I'll find the vodka
little vodka in
somewhere.
there.
Yeah. Kim says fresh cranberry, 100%. 100%.
100.
100%.
100. Cindy Lucas says turkey, both, then stuffing, either cranberry. Atta girl. I like the way you get in
Cindy.
I
there
don't
and
know,
just.
that gelatinous
right.
blob there on the right. just doesn't do it
I
for
will
me.
say it doesn't look nearly as appetizing as the fresh,
Right.
but yeah, I've never. I mean, do you just eat it by itself? I've never known what to do with it. Like,
it's like jelly. You can put it on your bread or your roll or
isn't that what the butter and honey's for?
Isn't that what grape and strawberry are for?
Right.
Well, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
You
Yeah.
have to resort to the cranberry.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Let's see what
It's
else
a
we got.
tradition.
Oh God, here's where we throw down. We're either going to end up taking the stairs or taking the window on the way out. Pumpkin pie or pecan pie, Kat?
Oh, this one's easy for me.
Oh, it used to be pecan pie, but now I'm more of a pumpkin pie gal.
Okay.
Yeah, pecan pie every time.
Really?
Yeah.
So Roger, you said, "Oh, this is easy." It's easy for me too, and it's easily pumpkin pie. I'm a pumpkin guy. I am your basic pumpkin guy. So there's a segue question here. Is it pecan pie or is it pecan pie? Because that's where we go to throwing fists.
Well, it's pecan pie in my book.
If you're sophisticated like Roger, it's pecan.
Pecan.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Do you have any gray pecan?
Yeah.
Kim says pumpkin pie, no
Oh,
crust.
coconut crime pie. That's a good one too.
That is a good one.
But that wasn't a choice.
No, it's not a choice. So quit making your own games.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's so we have the pecan debate. What about the pumpkin pie with or without Cool Whip debate? Where are you
Both.
guys at on that? Both?
Yeah, I can take it either way.
I like it with the Cool Whip myself.
Growing up, I was very anti Cool Whip, and now I'm like, I have a refined palate. So I'm good with the Cool Whip.
Yeah, I'm kind of bi on that one. I'll go either way. On that, so
Deb says, Poo-con. Pardon me, do you have any Poo-con? Let's see here. Cindy says, slices of both pies and tons of Cool Whip. There you go. I think... here's the final. Okay, and we kind of touched on this. For Christmas decorations, do you do this after Halloween or after Thanksgiving, Roger?
after Thanksgiving.
Kat?
Well, it's not Thanksgiving yet, and they're already up.
I knew it! I knew it! My work here is done. I'm
So there you go.
Bye! I knew it. I totally pegged you as one of those. One of those. When she said the next thing coming up is Christmas, her mind is already there.
She's already there.
Yeah.
Up here, she's already there.
Ho 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 ho. Yeah, no, we're not there yet. We're just a few days away, but yeah.
The lights are just so pretty. You know, it's
Mhm.
just I just
Yeah.
like them up.
Yeah, for sure. I enjoy them as well. I will say, and I talked to a friend of mine this week. It's the mindset behind getting it all out, setting it up, like all that. But once it's done, I love it. It's just the mentality of making it all
Right
happen.
on. I'm the same way. I do not look forward to it, but when it's done, it's like,
That wasn't that bad.
it looks pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. I got one for you, Deb. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, now I'm confused if she likes pumpkin or pecan.
Yeah.
Pecan.
I think it's pecan. All right. Well, I think that's going to kind of wrap it up for us. So I want to say a very big thank you to both of you, Roger and Kat, for being here. So real quick, in case you guys have any shows booked or anything, Kat, where can people see you next, or where can people find you? Obviously on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, Cat White. I don't have anything lined up at the moment, so
Same thing with
So
us.
are you saying
yeah.
are you saying that you're looking for something?
yeah.
Okay, so you heard it here, and that's the thing. Like I feel like I've helped make a couple connections through the show for people. So if you're looking for a bass player, and I would highly recommend Kat. She's a lot of fun, as you hopefully have been able to see tonight. And she brings her stuff. She comes prepared. And that's, I mean, what more can you ask for?
Thank you, Jared.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me. It's a
Yeah.
blast.
Oh, I'm glad that you did it. Honestly, I really am.
Yes.
I know sometimes things can be, a person can be kind of trepidatious about something new, and especially with the camera right in your face.
Yes.
So it means a lot. It's a lot of fun. We're amongst friends. So I
Wow.
appreciate you being here.
Yeah, and you do a fantastic job.
Well,
Love the
I do
whole-
a job.
You do. You're even your little funny mistakes are perfect.
I think it's part of the show.
It adds to his charm.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. Well, thank you so much. Roger, how about you, bud? Where can people find you next?
You can find us on Facebook at City Girls and Stone Chapel Band. And we have no gigs lined up at all. We just got done on October 24th with our last City Girls gig for the year. And we're just taking some time off. My next gigs that I want to see for sure, not the only ones, but I do want to see Damsel is coming up in December.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
December
Jinky-
12th, I believe.
Right, and Jinky Fest is coming up. So
December
I want to see
5th.
the three bands that are playing there:
Yeah.
Innuendo, Thrill Fall, and Red Light Runner.
Yeah.
That'd be
So that's the next
I
on my
was,
list.
I was hoping you would forget that last one, even though you're wearing it right on your
Right.
chest.
And,
Yeah, no, three really good bands for
so
sure.
that's kind of next on my list, and then we'll see what comes up in 2021.
Very good. Very good. As I joke,
And thank you, by the way, for having us on, Jared.
No,
I'll echo what
absolutely.
Kat said.
Absolutely.
Really enjoyed it.
and to honestly really pull the curtain back, it was kind of I look so far ahead in my calendar that sometimes I miss the forest for the trees, and I was like, oh crap, what about next week's show? So it was kind of early in the week whenever I reached out to you guys. So I appreciate
Yeah,
you
no
on
worries.
kind of a last minute notice. I like to try to pretend to be a little more prepared than that, but sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Jay Stevens, welcome to the show. Finally, he says, "Did I miss the nudity?"
Yes.
Brian Betancourt fills him in and says, "Jared, oh wait, that's the wrong comment. We'll get to that in a minute. You missed the part about Jared being naked at one of his shows. Yeah, that was the thing. And thanks to Machine Gun Symphony, by the way. So if you want to hear the story, go back and watch it." Brian says, "Jared, you do an awesome job with the people you have to work with."
No.
Hey, thanks,
No
Brian.
kidding. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
Slim pickings.
Wow.
And also, he was watching tonight on his Apple TV, and his report on that is it was awesome. He enjoyed watching.
You know,
on
I
there.
came in here feeling, okay, and pretty self-confident about myself, not a big ego, but after reading Brian's
I know. It's like
message there,
Wow.
I just feel like, man, all the wind just went out of my sails.
for which of the three messages that we've got here. I'm assuming you mean this one. Like
the
you're
bottom
confident.
one.
Yeah,
Jared, you do an awesome job with the people
Right.
you have to work with. Yeah.
I felt pretty confident until I learned that Jared was also doing naked shows, and then now I can't even do that gig. Yeah.
So
no.
yeah, I'm feeling pretty shattered right now.
Oh, sorry. We'll build you back up,
Okay,
buddy.
okay.
He can be rebuilt. All right. Well, let's see if I can push all the right buttons on this second go around. I cannot. There we go. Okay. So real quick, I want to give you a quick reminder. Hopefully. There you go. Be sure to check us out on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell. You can like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good fun stuff. Yeah. Again, next week, we've got Dirk Allman and Jake Simpson, as well as Amy Oberbeck from Just One More, going to be here mixing drinks with us as we cover soft rock of the 1980s. So, yeah, be sure to tune into that. There we go. Final thoughts. So my final thoughts are just simply this. It's a holiday weekend coming up. I say weekend. I know it's Thursday, but some of us have longer weekends and whatnot. So please do be safe. Eat lots of turkey, ham, green bean casserole, whatever you prefer. Be safe. Be smart. Please do remember that times are hard for everybody right now. So may your love of music and your cup of coffee be strong, but your sense of humor be even stronger. And thanks again for tuning in. We will see you next week right here on the Audio Roast Podcast. Goodbye, everybody.